Okay, so today I'll be playing Roblox for only the second time ever. The first time I did it was a few months back, maybe in like February. So that was part of my Saturday format where I play like something I've never played before. And so that was just like a normal episode where I just tried a whole bunch of different games and whatever, just to see what it's like. The man who missed out on the Minecraft mania plays Roblox for the first time is what I called it. Although it didn't really feel very much like uh very much like, yeah, where's his gun? That's supposed to be John Moran, right? Is he even number 12? I don't know. Topical joke. But basically, I just played a bunch of random games. I tried the experience for the first time. It was good, but it's almost like it's split up in two. It didn't feel like Minecraft at all because it's like the building is one section and this is just like where you go in and you just play. So when you go into one of these games, none of them really had building as a mechanic, or maybe some of them did, but we should almost do something related to this just for, you know, just for Halloween's sake. This will be my I never really do anything specifically for that, but for Thanksgiving and for Christmas, I always do like a special little mini episode, which will be hard this year because I have so little time. But basically, this is going to be kind of comical in the sense that I did play chess at the end of that session just because that's like that running joke that I'm not obsessed with chess. I just play it twice a week. Also, the rest of the week, I play it in Roblox chess, or I play it in Nintendo Clubhouse chess, or I play it in Neverwinter Nights, or something like that. So I find a way in any game I play, just because it's such a ubiquitous, universal game that every game will have a version of it. But we did play that at the end, and I'm still undefeated because I only played 2 games, and I had that stupid moment where I was struggling to get mate with a king and a queen, where the guy only had a queen. Like Riv was kind of cracking up a 2200 player that he is, right? At that very strange thing. You could blame the 3D pieces, but I always liked them. So this is sort of part of my video game anthology series on chess, where this was something I was gonna probably do even if I had succeeded if I had gotten to 1500, right? I had to get to 1500 by December 31st, January 1st, whatever, of 2024. So if I had done that, I probably would have taken a break and then done stuff like this anyway, where I go back and play old school chess video games, or I play, in other capacities like this. We have that one coming out next week, I think on the 23rd, that is called like chess exclamation mark, that I'm really looking forward to, because there's one problem with chess video games, and that is like, see, with this, does this mean there's 227 people playing right now, or like total who have ever played? It couldn't be that many. Like, how are 12K people playing this right now? That's insane, isn't it? Like, I know this is a popular game, but that kind of shocks me. Not as much as it shocked me, I guess, that what's that game called? Unturned had like fucking what 40K viewers or players constantly, or even more. I don't even know. So that's also one of these voxel based type of games. But no, what is strange about this game is that, or what's strange about chess video games is you can go in ultra chess or all these other versions of the game, and you can't find anybody to play against. You're trying to tell me Roblox at this random fucking time of night, just a random day, nothing special going on. This has 227 players, which is 10 times more than you'll ever find in Chess Ultra or on Chess 24 or in any of these other dedicated single purpose chess video games. Chess VR, whatever. You can't find anybody. You can't find a match. We're sitting there for half an hour. It's very, very, limited. And yet you can find 227 people playing chess in fucking Roblox. So you'll have a better chance matchmaking here than anywhere else, right? Regardless of the level of player, the quality, and things like that. So I find that very strange, right? You have dedicated chess video games that you have to pay for, like, oh, $15 for Chess Ultra, or there's so many other ones, and you cannot find a fucking multiplayer match to save your life. So just play it in Roblox instead, or play it in Nintendo Clubhouse instead, and it's actually more active. So it's kind of surprising that, if you want to play chess online in any way, you have to play on chess.com, you have to play on LeChess, or otherwise you're fucked, right? Because there's no other way to do it. And that's just a sad commentary. I could review any of those games on Steam. Like, look up any chess video game on Steam and say, has less players than Roblox chess, 0 out of 10. Like, unironically, that's true. I can't think of a better way to say it than that. It's so fucking stupid. Because it's just chess. Like, how hard is it just to have a game that's actually active? Touch chess. Again, this has 27 people right now. This has 22 people right now. Play chess for free on Roblox. It has an update apparently since last time, which is not a big surprise. But yeah, that's the whole premise, is just that receive 10 for logging in. And of course, I will clearly be the best person on here, no question about it. Not that that's very I forget if there's like a mic thing on here. I guess there's probably not. You know, it's not a very high standard. King of the Sandcastle. This is the place where you're banished to once you fail your Permadeath chess challenge for the 3rd time. Because that's just how absurd and bad of an experience I had with it. I mean, it is hard, right? Like 1300 on chess.com is god tier. Like no normal person is like that. Not that it's impressive in any long-term sense, but in a short-term sense, like nobody is actually like that, right? Albert Einstein would not play at a 1300 level, and he didn't actually. You can look at his games, like against Oppenheimer and other people. They're recorded. He was a sub 1300 player. Like I'm better than him. Now, obviously, I played more than him. I have access to more engine knowledge and things like that. But how do you even control the mouse like outside of like here? Level 2 versus level 1. So again, I only played like 2 games, and it was sort of fitting in the context of this is all I want. It's kind of hard to explain, I guess, but like I just want a 3D version that I can keep coming back to and just enjoy. But there isn't one like that where you can play it against other people, because none of these games have active player bases or anything. And so it's basically a question of yeah, this is like King of the Sandcastle. I can be the best chess player in the world on Roblox chess, or I can be the best chess player in the world on on some other capacity, like in fucking you know, clubhouse chess or whatever weird thing I do. But that's like you're picking on baddies instead of actually raising yourself to a high standard. He already blundered his queen. See, this is what a 1300 chess player should look like, not all that other clown behavior. No, you can't do that, but you can do this. You can fork him out, just dominate and pick on people here, right? That is an analogy I use so much, and I like how Paladins has a title like that, King of the Sandcastle, just to show that you're like picking on little nobodies or going to like a low level of competition. I'd give a check here. You check again with the knight, or we could try to just get more pieces involved. We're kind of dominating this guy out pretty clear. I don't know how you go actually full screen, but this is sometimes all you want, right? Like just give me some basic experience where I can just you know, like, hang on, you could like just double attack you know, I get very lazy in these situations because this of course happens to me all the time, even against the better players. Like I'm just trying to do stuff now because you're already winning that is not really very well thought out. So here you can just check. And then wherever you go, I might be able to give like another check or something. You could go here, just give a check chain. Can't really fork with the king. So we go here. You could go here, but then you just let him take the knight. You could go here, but then he would take my queen. Let's see. It's a very tempting thing, like not to look for mates and stuff like that. Like you would think there's a mate somewhere here in the vicinity, but somehow I'm just too lazy to actually even worry about it. Like, shouldn't this be made? It almost is. If you just, never mind the fact that he's just giving this for free and not even as a tactical sack. Or now he's somehow going to mate me or royal fork me or do something crazy here just because I'm not paying attention. This should 100% be mate. Yeah. At least I didn't struggle with the mate that way. Like, how do you go back now? Lobby. So it should be keeping track of a overall count, right? Like where does it show? Global leaderboard, 1959 elo. But how does it actually measure that? So you're trying to tell me all I have to do is be Alex Botez to be the best player on here. Wow. Queen of the Sandcastle over here. 1480. Like, what am I? Where does it show? 983 elo, 1032. Dude, I'm 1300 on chess.com. That means I'm basically fucking 1 million rating on here. I don't think people realize, like, it's one of two things, and I never accuse people of cheating because I'm not like Magnus. Like, yeah, one of many things I don't have in common with him and never will, but there's no fucking way. Wait, what was that? What? Why did mine just blow up? Is this like some sort of other variant of, that's not fair. That shouldn't count. Does that mean it's just going to blow up because he's like, Where does it even say that? It didn't give me any. I guess I know now what it's gonna be. I'm confused. It doesn't blow up everything around it. It just blows up the one. I'm confused. But just don't want him sack anything into me. I didn't even know you could do stuff like that. Nor do I get any feedback on what this actually is. Checkmate me. I'm not even trying. Was that the guy I just played or somebody else? You can go here and then he'll do some crazy. What the fuck is going on? So this is like just sack chess where everything you do just gets blown up. It's not even that it's not atomic chess because you're not blowing up everything around it. It just means that you sack a piece whenever you take something. So there's no point taking queens or anything like that. Right? Like the fact that he even highlights that is a little bit disingenuous because that has nothing to do with that. Imagine this. This is a better version of chess than any of these other fucking things. Like, you can sack pieces a lot because basically, wait, what? You know, you can sack stuff like, oh no, he takes the bishop for free, but then you have to give up the queen to do it. This is weird. This is actually not a variant that I know of. Like, it's kind of like atomic chess, but normally in atomic chess, if you take something, it'll blow up everything else around it. Whereas here, like here, just take the bishop. I don't care because no, but I can't take that. Kind of cool that you can do that, but I don't know how any of this works or how you choose it. Maybe that was part of the update. They allowed, yeah, like, whoops, I sacked my bishop, but you lose your rook. Or maybe that's the goal. Maybe I don't know what I'm doing. Like, maybe the goal was to sack all your pieces. I have no idea what's going on. This shouldn't count against my perfect record. Don't you think it should probably tell you, like, what's happening? But I guess it doesn't. What? Wait, he moved there, and so what's happening? Why is that? What the fuck is going on? What is this just bugged? Like, the king got nuked. Okay, dude. Okay, that doesn't count, obviously, towards my perfect record, because I don't know what that is. Like, it's sort of atomic chess, but that's not normally how it works. So how would it work if you, how would you even choose that? Like, okay, let's say I challenge somebody. Oh, here we go. Standard, random. How do you use the mouse? Random, start with random pieces. Classic, set of custom clock. Pawn battle. Atomic. When pieces capture, they explode. Killing nearby non-pawns. Okay, I get it. I feel like normally it's just everything, right? Or maybe I don't know how some of these variants work as much as I like them. So what are some of the other variants, maybe? If you look at, like, start with random pieces, does that mean, like, Fisher random chess? Or first you get a pawn to the other side wins? Okay, so I'm not going to count that because clearly... But then again, I shouldn't... Absolutists wouldn't use that as an excuse. Like, you're clearly better than all these little kids. Meanwhile, little kid is literally 2,700 FIDE because, you know, some of these people are just that good. It has nothing to do with that. Right, if there's one game where having little kids play is not a bad thing, and it's sometimes even a good thing, certainly when you start out, it should be like that. Right, if you start out at a young age, you're going to do really well. So you can challenge any of these people. I'm happy with how active this is, though. Like, look at this. So the point of this series is, like, to play all these different chess video games. It's not that I can't make a mini series out of one in particular, but, like, let me try to recap on what I've done so far. The first week I did chess in what do you call it? I can't remember even. I did chess in... I did Tabletop Simulator, but I think that was the second week. Oh no, I did like Battle Chess and then Chess Ultra. And then the second week I did Tabletop Sim. And then the third week I did fucking Gary's mod, which didn't really even work, but you can see what this is all about. Just like, it's still chess, but maybe lowering the standard or doing it in some sort of an interesting way nonetheless. Now you do the fork play, so that shows you this guy is a good player. Like, he knows theory. It's not that 1300s on chess.com know theory, opening theory, and so forth. Literally fucking Roblox chess players You talk about, oh, the meta game always destroys any game because people want to try hard at a low level and this and that. Meanwhile, Roblox chess player actually fucking knows opening theory better than Paul Morphy, better than anybody, because of course they didn't have access to it. So he's playing at actually a decent level here. Definitely. 14:57. Wait, how long how long is this game? Is it 15 minutes total, or it seems like it keeps resetting? I wasn't paying attention. And you have all these different cool skins and stuff too. I should try to change my appearance. Probably have to spend Robux to do it though. Okay, he's doing a lot here, maybe a little bit too much, but I guess it's good because you can bring this in, and then of course he can't take, otherwise he sacks the queen, so that's at least relevant. Actually a better experience than Chess Ultra, because what's the most important thing is the fucking player base. I can't get over it. Like, this has a better player base than Chess Ultra plus Chess 24 plus Battle Chess plus whatever other, all these other multiplayer or whatever, all these other versions of chess combined. I would take, he would take, I would take, he would take, I would take, he would still take. I'm not actually too sure. You do have to move this because of the simple fact that you're able to you know, you're able to just take it otherwise. Or no, actually he still wouldn't have been able to. That was like a double pin situation. If he took then, I could have took the queen, but if he took now, I could take this and check and actually mate. So he still couldn't take it. It's always confusing with the category too. Like, I've obviously streamed enough in the chess category, so I don't mind putting this as Roblox, but I'm technically playing chess too, so, you know, which is it? It's technically both, so it's not even... Just seems like a good move, but I don't really know. He would get a fork, he would probably cover it with the... He might move the queen back and cover it, but we're putting a lot of pressure on a lot of different things. Like, right, if he moves the queen back to, like, here, then I could take... But then he could take for free. This is what you get, though, when you fail as many times as I have. This is my semi-chess retirement. This is the purgatory to which you are banished when you prove that you're too dog shit to play on chess.com or anywhere else. I mean, I still do play on Lit Chess. That'll always be my backup. Well, unless I fail somehow there, too, but... That's kind of a more relaxed condition. Like, if I get to the 50 mark and then fall below, like if I get to 1750 and then fall below 17, then I have to delete my account, but that hasn't happened yet. That's actually how I lost on chess.com, though. I I had like over a month left to get to 1400, right? But then I failed to because I failed to because of the simple fact that you're able to... Whatever, I forgot. Okay, he moved that back there, but shouldn't I be able to take this now? Like, I had time is basically the point, but then I just wasn't able to perform up to any sort of standard. I can't see my chat now. Everything's bugging out on me. Okay. The point is, if I'm not under attack here, so if I take, you take. If I take, you take. If I take, you take, and then I take. So could I take with something first that would allow me to fork that would not be that would not be too bad? Like, for example, if I take with this, you would take, I would take, you would take, I would take, you would take, and then I still have plenty of time. It's just double stack would work because he doesn't have the other angle covered here. The problem is the order of the attack wouldn't exactly work, and the reason why is because if you take with the bishop, he takes back, I take, he takes, I take, he takes, I take, he take. Wait, what? Well, you shouldn't have enough, but it's more like I wouldn't be able to take with the queen first. I would take, he would take, I would take, he would take, I would take, he would take, I would take. I don't even win the encounter though. Never mind with, well, if I did, it wouldn't be a problem in the first place, but you still can't take anything with this pawn though. So maybe I should do like this. You would take, I would take, you can't take. This guy is a legitimately good player, so it's hard for me to understand why he's playing on Roblox chess. But then maybe the same, I've become the very thing I swore to destroy. Like, it shouldn't have come to this. Wait, if I go here, though, you could just take with the knight. So what am I thinking? Or no, now I could double take. But, yeah, I could double take, and it would even be a back rank mate. So I don't see the problem. I might have lost a knight, though, in doing that. He takes with the knight, I take back. Then he takes the thing. But he has to first address the queen. If I take the knight, then he takes with the pawn. Then I could double take and back rank mate. But actually, I can't. Fuck, because the bishop can come back. Maybe this isn't loud enough. There's a nice little ambiance in the background. I can't really tell. I guess it doesn't matter. So he moves it up, but again, the same thing happens that he can't take. Although I wasn't really expecting that. So what if I just, you know, let's just get rid of that, and then whatever happens, happens. Right, so now the back rank possibility is actually real. If he does take the knight with the pawn, I just win the game. But that's what Stars was complaining about in Chess Ultra, that the music gets kind of repetitive. So this might be the same thing over and over, but of course I could play any other different music if I want. This is actually good, though, because you should win the... You should win... No, you can't, because... Wait, but he just let me have this for nothing. You just take another one here. I don't see what that queen move does, to be honest with you. If he takes the knight, I'm still in good shape, right? Like, you just... Or no, he took the... Never mind. He took the... There's no backlog, is there? I'm still in a good spot. This pawn is in a weird situation on pins and needles. Like, it could hurt me. I should probably move this eventually. You can't take this. I could take, he could take. It's not really a big deal. I don't see any kind of crazy threat, or I guess the movement of that pawn would have allowed him to be threatening mate in one, but it's not like it's actually going to happen. He's threatening there, which doesn't bother me too much. I'm trying to bait this so hard, but I can't even do it. Nothing that I see for him. Like, the one thing I'll say about that last failure, though, is I was legitimately trying, like, the whole way. There's no excuse. Like, I'm fine if I'm at 1300, 1350, whatever on chess.com, because that was like, I'm calculating like 4 or 5 moves, and I'm getting heated and getting a headache. Like, you cannot play better than that. The only way is to study. Like, I don't care who you are. But you could literally be Magnus. Like, he wasn't immediately 2000, right? He would have studied for fucking years to get there. That's just how chess works. This would be beautiful if I had the ability to now that was bad because it allows you to now give him a passed pawn in a way that is very suboptimal for me. So my desire to trade is always questionable. You can kind of just back this off like in a corner. I just have to play super accurate now, which is sometimes easier and it's sometimes harder simply because, okay, dude, you're not really going to be able to guarantee the safety because you would have to bring like the king all the way here. And my king is close enough. Like, there's no way to cover this 2 times over. So you just got to leave it. So it should be a draw by all standards. So this guy is literally like a 1500 FIDE player just playing Roblox chess on a Wednesday night, Tuesday night. Fuck. I don't understand, dude. But hey, I can't blame you. The presentation is better than any other chess video game in existence, apparently. Oh, we should play like first-person chess there. Like, you have to look out of your own eyeballs. Even this lets you rotate the camera more enjoyably and stuff than some games. So what you should really try to do, I guess, is just... I don't really know. I mean... I guess if I bring the king there to an extent, that could be good. Like, I don't know what he's doing with the other pieces here. You should almost just do this so he can't come through or even do anything. He won't be able to move it, but I almost want him to move it. So, like, if he checks there, I could easily take, right? So he's not in much of a power position to do that. If he raises, I take. There's no way he can cover it here. I just gave up this, though, like a moron. So this is the kind of stuff that I do. See, the point is this is an even game and it's a draw. This is why, like, my psychology doesn't work with chess, my mentality, because it feels like it's so tedious, right? Like, I don't care about I don't care about these kind of drawish positions. Like, you know, we're evenly matched. It's a draw, so just let it go. But they'll be fucking annoying as hell and waste like half an hour doing this, as I tend to do at times too. Don't get me wrong, but so I'll raise this, I'll put this there, and then we'll be in a drawn position for sure. I don't know if he missed that or if he just didn't think it was pertinent. Like the the pawn take there, that could have won him the whole game, but it probably still wouldn't have. Like, this is what I mean. Is like, unless you're a professional player or like somebody who takes it super seriously, you can't really play much better than this. Like, nobody blundered a piece, nobody did anything crazy. Like, I don't know what more you expect from this. So everything is covered guaranteed, so there's nothing anybody can do. So now it just comes down to, we're gonna try to flag each other with 10 minutes left, I guess. Isn't that kind of sad, though? My second time ever playing Roblox, and I'm doing it just to play chess. But that's part of the beauty of these games, is sometimes it's not even like, oh, did you play Roblox or did you play Minecraft? It's like, you're not playing the game just in a raw sense, although sometimes that's pretty good too, like just the base mechanics and everything. You're playing it sometimes just for the sake of playing like mini games within it. So it's the game within a game, and each one takes on a life of its own in such a way that, you know, it's more about that. Like, it's about the individual game, it's about the modding community, like the players making the content and the fun for themselves rather than any other standard. So now this you don't really need here at all, because you know, where is he gonna go with that? I just have to be careful, just don't blunder anything. If he raises that, that's fine, because then you can't really go anywhere with it. This is going to be covered. So the reason why the bishop is good here is only because you need something to move back and forth. You can't move the king. You don't really want to move the rook, or you can't move the rook either. So everything is just deadlocked as much as it can be. Right? Like, there's literally mathematically, objectively nothing you can do. You could be using an engine right now. I don't care. Like, there's nothing, dude. What does remiss mean? Does that mean it's like a draw? Like, offer a draw? Yeah, nothing you can do there. I could, like, double take this, but would that really be worth it? Like, you don't really need to do anything at all. You could do this. He can't take... There's nothing really under meaningful threat, right, that you could double... There's nothing you can double attack, right? We're playing around his bishop color perfectly. Just keep going back and forth. So will it actually do a threefold repetition on its own? Like, is it that advanced of a game, or will you have to somehow initiate it otherwise? Even this is fine, because you would be able to well, I should still be careful about it, though, because the bishop doesn't really need to be doing anything right now. It's just a question of you know, he'll go there, then I'll take, but that's just giving up a pawn. He's moving the king, which scares me maybe a little bit. If he raises this, I can simply take. What you don't want to happen is end up taking with the pawn, because then that splits your structure a lot. Is he really going to win off the back of his king, though? It doesn't seem possible, because there's nowhere for him to go with it, so I don't get it. But I'm going to be a bit too lazy here, like where I'm just not doing any. I'm not trying to do anything. Give a check, but where do you go? You go here, it doesn't do anything. You go there, you can't. Like, what is the play? You can't move. You cannot move. You can't move, can't move. Oh, fuck. You can go there, but then what? Then what? You go here, you can't go there. You go there. You can't take this either. You'd have to, like, double attack this with the rook somehow. Shouldn't it be threefold repetition, or maybe he's the one resisting it? I mean, it's a good quality match. You're not going to get much better on a thing like this. I wish I knew what remis means. Remis. If you accept, the game will count as a draw. I mean, it objectively is a draw. Is that an official chess term? So good on that guy. You're not going to beat me, but you certainly are good. I don't know. I just want somebody to look at that game with a straight face and tell me, like, what the fuck are we looking at? But then it'll be like some 2,000 plus player who's like, oh, ha, that's not even that good, which it's not in the big picture. And I agree, but there's just like a weird feel to it. You can go back and look at the best chess players of history and see like, oh, they didn't play like that. Not because, oh, you're smarter than they are, but because they didn't have access to the engine or whatever kind of dumb shit. Let's play chess soccer variant. Look how active this is, dude. I will literally champion this game. Like, this is the best chess game online right now, sadly, because the other ones are just fucking websites. And again, not even because, oh, I'm winning or I'm so good. Like, that one I didn't even win. That was kind of embarrassing, wasn't it? But I mean, you could do this, like, or no, that's actually weird. What's he doing? He could raise it and then kind of goes against my whole King's Indian type of structure that I normally go for. You could raise it to there and then I can't even take it. I can move that back to try to take it. Doing some kind of weird opening that he probably learned from a Gotham chess video. Try this fun, cool trap. Try the cow opening. Or they could just be bad, but see, you never know. That last guy was legitimately the best player on here besides me. So, of course, as with any satisfying, fun game, it ends in a draw, and nobody's happy. You could take here, but it wouldn't bother me too much. He's just moving the same piece too much, though. That's going against fundamental wisdom of chess. Never move the same piece twice in the opening unless you have a good reason to do it. Yeah, the atomic chess one doesn't count simply because I didn't know even that's what it was and whatever. Yeah, it'll secretly be... Oh, this is like a fast game. I didn't realize... Oh, this is going to be dumb, though, because people are challenging me to all kinds of different formats, but whatever. See, when you're as good as me compared to everybody else, when you're better than the field, like Magnus, right, you shouldn't make excuses and say, oh, this guy's cheating, or, oh, it's not fair. Like, it's fine. Challenge me to whatever format, whatever variant, whatever time control. I'll just deal with it. I don't care. I should still win, right? There's no excuses. Heavy lies the crown of the sandcastle. I'm not even seeing where my time is. I got to check it for a second. 55 seconds. Go fast. He's trying to flag me, dude. He's watched too many of these streamers where it's all about blitz and bullet and speed. Like, not what chess is about at all. It's a slow, tedious, monotonous, boring fucking game. So the point is that... I mean, he blunders his queen, but I mean, you don't have to like play for the win. You can kind of just play and you'll be fine. Hey, do you know who I am in chess? Like, do you understand who I am in this game? Like, what the fuck? Just back off. Just be fast. I mean, it's his fault. He's the one who wanted to play this stupid fast time control, which is uninstructive garbage just for better players to show off. I can't barely click that. Okay, victory on time, level 3. Let's see how high we can get. Has no time left. I have won again. I didn't choose that format, so I'm not even going to feel bad about it. I like this part in between, too. Like, you get to kick around the soccer balls, play the soccer variant. I haven't been this excited for a soccer variant of chess since the one that Wormius made. That little one with the background and stuff that's so cool. Like, the way that one works is... I always lose the link for it, but it's like... it's like the, what's it called, like duck chess, but it's better because you use it to like block spaces on the board, right? But it also means if you get it to your opponent's back rank, you just automatically win. So it has a win condition built into it. You can beat somebody like who's much better than you like that. I think I beat him like maybe once, or maybe he was just dicking around, but you can win on that condition rather than anything else. So that's part of the reason what I like about chess is there's all these variants and other possibilities of what you can do with it, but nobody ever does that. They kind of just this is like full immersion mode. Like, you're just kind of appreciating the vibe and everything in between. Customize your appearance, look at your house, like whatever. My profile. I want to customize my character a little bit. 1032 elo, but how does it determine that? Yeah, we're going to become the highest rated player on Roblox chess. That's a worthy goal. That's a pretty low standard. Sometimes in these games it bugs out, like or like people exploit it. Like in Chess Ultra, there's somebody who's like 38,000 elo. Like, there's no such thing, you know. The real life standard is like 2,000 elo is good. and then anything above that is like a professional player. So for example, Alexandra Botes is not a professional player because she's sub 2,000 FIDE, by the way. Next reward, 15 coins. I love it, dude. This is the kind of thing that defines me as a person a little bit. Like, it's one thing, okay, I play chess once a week, but I won't just play chess. Look at what I'm doing. Look at the unique ways I find to do it. Oh yeah, let me customize my appearance. Yeah, how many like Robux and stuff do I have just from playing my free-to-play experience the first time? Exclusive skins and perks. Oh, like these will actually be related to the... I mostly want to change my own appearance. Like VIP 499. I can't do that. VIP lobby area. I mean, hey, I can't complain because this is actually legitimately a nice thing that actually has a player base. I don't care about this as much. I don't know how you get them though. Like where is my thing? Insufficient coins, 999. Would you like to buy 1,700? Is that telling me how many I have, or I don't get it? 935 coins, 499. Would you like to buy 800? Why do you have to buy 800 though? Does that mean I'm actually buying it, or I don't understand? 99 equals 170. Why does it keep coming up with these arbitrary amounts? And how do you customize your appearance? I don't even care about any of this. Default white, default black. Okay, fine. You can buy custom piece sets. What a revolutionary microtransaction mechanic. Again, I can't blame them for doing that because every server on here has like some sort of, or whatever, probably most of them have some sort of functionality like that. Sunfish AI. Is that like a real name of a chess bot, or is that just for this? Like it's making fun of Stockfish. My profile. But that has nothing to do with anything. Settings. Maybe I have to exit and then come back because Obama. What the fuck does that mean? That's the best setting in any video game ever. Do you want to turn on the Obama wallpaper for your chess background? Okay, that's very oddly specific. Interesting. Let's leave. Are there any other? There were a couple other chess servers, but that's the one I played last time. Let's see. FPS chess, touch chess. I mean, clearly the player base is what it's going to be. Just none of these are going to have anybody on there. So you're trying to tell me that 227 is the active number of people on there right now, which maybe it's not, but then what does it mean? Maybe today? It can't be total because obviously it would be way more than that, like ever in the history of the game. But it's basically a case where this is how desperate you are. You got to realize it from a chess enthusiast perspective. I'm looking for a chess video game where I can play with a 3D board. So I look for all the ones. I try to play Chess Ultra, but it's dead. I try to play any of the other ones. They're all dead. And this is where I'm forced to go. For that reason, on top of the fact that I'm obviously exiled and banished from the proper competitive websites for failing my challenges. But that's besides the point. Like, you know what I mean? It just doesn't make sense that you should have to do this, but this is all I want, like an active fucking player base, which again, next week is going to be already, the one, if it comes out on the 23rd, is going to be that chess exclamation mark, which I hope works pretty well, because the beauty with that is it integrates with LeChess, apparently. So not only will you get rating and be able to do stuff on there, but that means it guarantees an active player base because you're drawing from the website, right? So that's a genius way. Make a chess game with a 3D board that integrates with chess.com, where you can get rating, and it's the same thing. You're just playing with those people. You're just playing with a visual aid of the visuals of 3D board, right? That's the only difference. Grimace Shake the video game. What the fuck is that? I'm sure they have all kind of Five Nights at Freddy inspired stuff too. Maybe I should do some kind of a little horror thing for Halloween, right? Just for the fuck of it. Yeah, we'll play a couple more of those. What did I want to do? I want to change my appearance to whatever extent you can. Edit profile picture. I wish I could put my own. Is there one of somebody shushing? Profile picture. Stadium. Hello. That's always my motif, but I haven't used it as much as I could. See, for every series that I upload to YouTube, I could just have like the main character doing the shush sign, right? So it'll match my channel art. So I did that with Destiny, right? I guess I could show it. This is my channel motif. So if anybody does this, they're copying me. The problem with it is people might think, oh, it's like a no commentary run to represent, like you're not talking, but that's actually not what it is. Just like so, there's one for Cole Phelps that I want to do for my LA Noir playthrough. There's one for like The Walking Dead, and the Walking Dead idea I have is pretty funny because it's like Clementine shushing Lee. So he's like, "Somebody help!" You know how he says that like in the beginning, and then she's shushing him. You can kind of make a play on it like that a little bit. So let's see. How do we? How many of these do I have? I have 0. So is there no way to get them free to play? 550 for 6.99. There must be a way to earn them, or like you can earn the coins on the servers themselves. Like you got to realize who are these people playing on the chess server all the time that is always so active, and they're just ordinary people. They were like me as a kid, like, oh, I just like the game. I'm just playing the game, and so I don't like the fake elitism for chess. I'm something of a fake elitist myself, but if you're gonna do it, then do it all the way. So, for example, if you're a professional player, then like, oh, why aren't you better than Benjamin Feingold? Why aren't you a grandmaster? Right? There's no halfway. Either you're nobody like me, or you're the best. Like, there's nothing in the middle. I don't like the halfway standard, like, oh, you're a 2000 player, which is good, and I respect it. Obviously, it takes a tremendous amount of time. I'm still going to get to 2200 FIDE, but what I'm sad about is I don't get to show the experience all the way because I don't have enough time, and I don't want to stream chess 7 days a week. I want to show the authentic climb from 0 rating or 1000 rating to 2200 FIDE plus. You become a title player, just to show that even a clown like me can do it, and all it takes is time, and so that means that anybody can do it. Right? That's always the standard that I held. And so if even an idiot like me can do it, there's no excuse. And so the point is that I won't be able to do that now because I don't have enough time, and I was trying to force it, do it 2 days a week, and that's not enough. So I'll have to study a lot off stream, and then I'll come back when I'm 2000 and I can show off like everybody else. But let's see. How do you earn that? Let me actually look that up. That's actually sick. Like, it should be a small incremental amount that you get, right? Like, if you play the game an insane amount of time, you can earn Robux. It just won't be as efficient. But let's actually look. The game within a game, though. See, look how many different ways I could find to play chess. Although, sadly, most of them aren't that active. I could try Clubhouse again. So we'll keep changing every week, but I want to make that one sort of a fixed rotation where I can always play that in the background if I'm like waiting for a queue or something. So it'll be like whatever, that chess. I mean, it doesn't have a very catchy name. Chess exclamation mark. Let's see. How to earn Robux. Let's actually see what it says. You can sell clothing on the marketplace and get a percentage of the profit. Any user can build an experience and earn Robux in a variety of ways. Ways to get Robux. Purchase Robux, earn. You can sell clothing. Any user can build. Developer exchange. You should get some just for playing, even if it's a really incrementally small amount. I always say that like in Hearthstone, like, oh yeah, there's the special currency that you can get that you have to pay for, but you should earn it at a very slow rate, or you should be able to buy it with gold, even if it's an insane amount, like 10k gold or something fucking crazy. Yeah, let's look for something chess related. Let's get like a chess hat. For the one chess server on here that's active, but I can't be too disappointed. Chessboard, but like, what would you do with it? That's the thing. Where am I gonna put it? Like, oh, I just have one on my head. Like, is that actually what it's supposed to be? It's like clipping through my head. Chess tower. These are supposed to be like hats and stuff. I guess that's kind of fucking up your eyes though. Look, the piece is actually going over your eyes. This is this is the average GM player trying to show off with a blindfold. I can beat you fucking blinded. Oh my god. Now that's what I call a blind playthrough of chess, am I right? Okay, what am I trying to do? I'm just trying to look different, I guess. With whatever base... Wait, why can't I... What? My base customization options that we have. There are a lot of cool things in here, but it's the kind of thing I would never do anyway. But obviously, if you have... I guess I just can't do it, right? Like, I wouldn't be able to earn anything because I'm not... Man, Roblox boy, you haven't saved this character. Are you sure you wish to switch characters? I guess this character doesn't really mean anything to me, but how do you even save it? Yeah, a boy would almost be more fitting for this game in general, but also for chess. Yeah, that's the one thing you learn is humility in that way, just for, you know, if you want to say, wait, why can't I do it? What's happening? Emote is already assigned to a slot. None of this is... Or yeah, like some of this you should just get over time, right? EV standard. Is that just how I look anyway? Heads, hair, skin. Yeah, you should at least be able to customize this a little bit. Let's actually just ditch this guy and try to do save as new. We'll just do adult, and then let's make a kid one that looks all snazzy. Update existing, or just change it now. So how did you change the? How did you change to a kid? I keep missing what I'm doing. Head and body. Where did I see that? Animations, emotes, accessories, clothing. Head and body. I don't get it. Hair. At least you look a little bit different. Because you can't actually see yourself as you're doing this. Let me go back again. I don't know how to navigate all this. Adult. But how the fuck do you do the kid then? I don't understand. Update existing. No. Purchased. Oh, I guess it counts as purchase even though you just start with that. Yeah, average Roblox player right here. Average chess player too, for what it's worth. Let's do head and body. That's quite a troll face. Okay, change the hair, make it yellow, make it like this. I just wanted to kind of stand out a little bit, be a little bit snazzy. Of course, I could buy some of this stuff with real money. Let's see, what would I want to do? Looks like a surfer dude or something almost. We got to change the clothing, I guess, a little bit. Blockhead. But that kind of overwrites the expression on the other thing. Right, if you want this head. Classic heads. Classic faces. That's basically the same thing, isn't it? Torsos. Man torso, but we are a kid, so we could just be a muscular kid, I guess. Man left arm, so you can kind of mismatch the appendages from the adult and the kid. Or how would I make a female character even? Maybe I can't now? Body size. I guess there's really not that much exciting here, but what happened with the clothing? Why does it look like that? I guess you don't have a choice, but why did I feel like when I first chose it... Here, let me save it again, and then... Save it again, and then see what it kind of looks like in a broader sense. Like... That's not even how it looks, though. What do you mean? Or it just shows him without that on. Why did I feel like when I first did it... You have to go to purchase. I keep forgetting that. So go to the adult. Yeah, what is with this clothing? When did that happen? Wasn't it something else? Like if I go to here, that's not what he's wearing. Like what is this clothing? Where did I get that, and why can't I choose it or change it or whatever? Huh. I don't know where any of this came from. I guess maybe I just don't have any for the kid, but again, I can't even see where to choose that. Let's obviously do more of that, and then we'll maybe... You know what? Let's take a little intermission, and then I'll do some horror stuff, and then I'll do it. Just to break it up. So even though this is still a chess episode, I can still... Let's just see what that is. That seems interesting to me. Short, scary stories. And everybody knows I have, like, nerves of steel, where I'm not scared by anything. Or at least not in the sense that people would think, like... Yeah, maybe I'm, like, very desensitized. I don't find horror movies scary. I don't find comedies funny. The stuff I often find funny is, like, so bad it's good. Like, The Room is the funniest movie I've ever seen, even though it's not meant to be. Right? Just because it's so hilariously inept and bad. It's like comedy is a subversion of expectations. Me playing chess. Skull emoji. I wish this menu had music or the option for music. Maybe it does somehow. That you can pay some Robux for it. So let's take the best... Or let's take a little break from the horror of my chess play and look at some of these. Let's look at this, and then we'll look at a couple more related to Halloween. But it's kind of like... this would be kind of a cool... Oh, look at that. Five Nights at Freddy co-op. That's kind of fun. A lot of these are just remakes of other games, which in a way is like some sort of infringement that if anybody really cared about it, they would probably take some of these down. But I guess nobody really does. Like, that's almost what I don't like about games like this sometimes. It'll literally just be like a copy-paste of another game, right? Or with some little gimmick. It won't be something original. Like, is there a version of Sunny? The fucking Flash game? Probably not. Or like, what all was there in this? Like, what are some of the best ones? I don't even know. I'm not even going to play anything, but no, this is like the closest to React content I would do besides what I was doing in Gary's mod. I'll still do it within a game. Like, I'll react to these scary stories. or I'll react to like my own videos on the thing. Like, can you watch YouTube through this? YouTube Simulator, YouTuber Tycoon. Like, it has some sort of integration where you can watch YouTube videos in the game because you're too much of a clown, or you hate the idea of doing it normally. Like, I was doing that in Gmod, obviously, the cinema. There'll be some short, scary stories that will scare you from head to toe. Stay tuned. If anybody says that Roblox isn't scary, just show them this game. Oh, but does that mean you actually have to play through it? I thought it would be like, game contains scenes of violence and gore. Also, flashing lights, loud noises, jump scares. If you're a sensitive person, exit the game immediately. Yeah, like, do you know who I am, dude? Nice little music vibe. Or you'll probably have to pay Robux to unlock some of them. I can't believe how active every little server in this game is. It almost makes me want to make my own server. We'll make a debate club on here. How about that? I can't even read what that is. Horror stories. I don't know. Let's just pick one at random. 0 out of 4. Ready? 30. I don't know what these are, though. Leave. No, I shouldn't have to do it with other people, though. Come on. I just want to see a period. That guy's skin is pretty sick. Look at this, dude. Has knocked these guys over. I'm not even meaning to. Oh, it's not that. Yeah, this game is like way more active. Not like this server, but I mean, just in general. The life that it can kind of breathe into anything, like a dead game like chess, am I right? Even that is active. There is something refreshing about that. Stairs of Horror challenge. Maybe this isn't exactly what I was expecting it to be. I just want to do it by myself. I thought it would just tell me the stories. Yeah, read the story. That's all I want. The case occurred back in, or is it going to have voice acting? Back in 1998 in the store outside the city when one employee, night shift on Route 80. You were asked to work the night shift. You need money and you agreed. All events and characters are fictional. Any resemblance to actual events is coincidental. Press Q to unlock mouse. Use headphones for the best experience. I don't know why I'm reading like that. That's my scary horror voice. We recommend playing with high graphics settings. Yeah, I can see that, dude. You need all the help you can get. You gotta wait, I guess. Q to unlock mouse. Clean up the store. Okay. Five Nights at Freddy wannabe knockoff, am I right? Rise with Strangers, the game that scammed everybody and never... I can't leave, I need this job. You know, people donated for that, and then he made Welcome to the Game, which people love those games, Welcome to the Game 1 and 2, but that still doesn't mean that that was a good thing to do, and that's a very dirty thing for him to do, in fact. And like, even The Forest is such a good game, but you would kind of yeah, see, my completionist will kill the horror thing. Or there was some game that I played like that. I like Amnesia. I kept missing the jump scares because like it wants you to go in a straight line from here to there, and it's like, oh, there's some jump scare waiting. But then I'll go all around and waste time, and then I'll miss it. Like, it would happen, but it's like it was expecting you. Nobody would just walk around the building like a clown and do this, so it wastes a jump scare on you. That is like some sort of machinima little skit you could do, right? Like, the completionist is completely unbothered. I'm looking at the plants. I'm looking at the flavor text. So, of course, how could I be scared by something? Yeah, I always shit on the horror genre as, like, in movies and stuff. Even the best horror movies ever don't have any story to them. Like, they're about the big bad killer coming after people, and that's all it is. Like, the original Halloween. Like, I respect it, and John Carpenter is very smart and terrific director, but what did the movie have to it? Nothing. The final line is, oh, it was the boogeyman, like fucking, like the kid was talking about earlier. It's like, what is the meaning of it? Like, there's no special thing. I'm not saying every movie has to have some super resonating theme or something to it, but they don't even try, right? They don't even attempt to do it. And even if that's one of the best ones, press Q. Oh my god, is that Nobu? Read. Usually I'm more careful, but this time it took me by surprise. I think I will die in H. The way it's written doesn't exactly feel very immersive because of the... whatever. That's one way to die. Fucking die to fall damage. Nice little ambiance in the background. I mean, it's gonna be some sort of stupid jump scare. Like, we get it, dude. Just jump out at me. Just do it. I think what can be more bothersome is the brooding, slow kind of horror, where it's not just like, you know, in a moment. It can be something slower. But that movie I thought was really overrated. I wonder what happened. He usually works at night. See, I already sequence broke the fucking game because we already saw where he was. I wonder where he is. This guy's the guy from Amnesia. Short-term memory loss. Gone crazy. Asked the manager several times not to glue these things. What? It looks like some kind of Japanese amulet. I don't know for sure. All the static in the background. How could you ever be scared with my relaxing, comforting voice in the background? Anyway, ASMR. On today for the night duty. Okay, we get it, dude. Just fucking do something. Hope there will be a few buyers. I didn't get enough sleep. There will be few buyers. Read this. Always check the cameras. Keep. Oh, it's gonna be Five Nights at Freddy all over again. Are you fucking serious? Oh, is that where the music was coming from the whole time? That's always cool that they place it in the world. Oh, you just close the doors. Like, come on, dude. Yeah, this is more like California Simulator. I'm scared of getting robbed every 5 seconds. That's the real horror. It's not going to be a monster or a creature or something. It's going to be a fucking shoplifter. Just let them take it. You know, who cares? It's not your money. Yeah, nice little screen of what would theoretically be in there. The real horror are these prices, am I right? The product placement, 7-Eleven. What the fuck? Is that is actually sponsored by 7-Eleven? Daily essentials. Never seen a 7-Eleven quite like this, though. Donuts just like right on the shelf like that. No cover, no nothing. Right, they're not even wrapped. This is a hygiene nightmare over here. That's what I'm truly horrified of. Everything's just fucking all over the place. What are these supposed to be, like eggs? Like not even in a fridge or anything? Okay, what's happening, dude? Clean up the store, but how do you even clean it up? Oh, here we go. Haven't been this excited to mop since GTA 5, whatever that thing is, where they sort of tricked millions of people into spending minutes of their life on a fucking... Oh, did my thing crash? Maybe not. On fucking mopping in a game that's obviously supposed to be exciting, high-octane, heist stuff. There were a lot of really dumb things that were like set up for the... whatever. For the heist that weren't really that exciting. Like they were trying to take it to some other place, like where it's not just all about driving and shooting on the core mechanics, but obviously that's what it ends up coming down to anyway. Is that just me who opened it? Now they should have a couple innocent customers come in. I don't know how long I want to do this for, but those just appeared out of nowhere. Shouldn't you be scared by that? But I guess it's to imply that I'm the one who did that. Where are we taking them? Take out the trash. Okay, where? Oh, just put it in the dumpster, obviously. Like, yeah, they should fake you out. Like, the first couple customers are legitimately just good. And they're just buying stuff. It'll be like that one video I saw on YouTube. What are these sounds? That's like me in every game I ever play. You just put the fucking thing down, dude. Oh my, the raccoon scared me. I didn't even see the raccoon. There it is. Yeah, that's why I'm so like OCD, ADHD, whatever, completionist, easily distracted, focusing on other things, reading flavor text, that I'll miss whatever they're trying to do. That's the whole fun of it. You have a camera, so like whatever ghost or crazy thing attacks us, we'll have it on there. There's a lot of fun you can have with this game, actually, by playing all the little mini games in there. I feel like the way they organize it, though, in the main menu isn't actually that good, though. They should show, like, the best ones of all time and stuff like that. It's going to be something to do with these Japanese... Let's just get, like, our first jump scare, and then we'll... Yeah, let's just go greet them. I'll bring it out to your car. Delivery. Yeah, I'm so scared of you, dude. Why don't you lead the way? You'll get attacked by the monster first. It lets you kind of move around very freely. You're gonna try to rob us, and then he'll get. Oh, that'd be a cool way to introduce it. He tries to rob you, but then you get saved by the monster who kills him. But then you know you gotta watch out for something. I love all these financially desperate characters. That's like I couldn't possibly quit my job, like in Five Nights at Freddy. Just fucking leave. But oh no, I have to survive the night every night and just deal with it. Like, how hard up are you for money that you're going to, or he's gonna mess with the Japanese shit in the bathroom? I like all this product placement. That's very obligatory. Like. You can make a knockoff of it at least. Or maybe I'm supposed to go behind there to address what he's gonna do. I will only take this. Okay. You owe me 1730. 17.3. Oh, I forgot my wallet. Can I pay later? No, you have to pay now. Okay, but be sure to pay later. What kind of person are you? Like every other cashier in the universe. And he just takes it with him anyway, because it just disappears. Or I guess I could have took it. I will remember this. So I could have just let it be. Again, it's not my money. What's he gonna do? Rob me? Like, wow, so scary. It was saying, like, watch the cameras, but I'm not even... Always check the cameras. What cameras? How do you even see it? Oh, like this? But I'm right here. What do you mean? Oh, that's me with my little... cocky grin. You can't escape the influence of Five Nights at Freddy. But see, even this is better than Five Nights at Freddy. Why? Because you get to actually move around and interact with stuff. I already got to mop. 10 out of 10. Better than the whole Five Nights at Freddy series combined. I got to mop the fucking floor. Like, what is it that I'm really looking for, dude? I love this mechanic in like a detective sense. Like, you know, like you're looking for clues and you're trying to scope everything out, like Her Story or something like that. You get to watch all these video clips and pick up on little cues and stuff. I feel like that's a genre game that there should be more of. Like something will come out of the toilet and scare me. How about that? Or I'm a ghost. I can phase through the little cabinet thing as you enter behind the counter, and I can also can't see my reflection. So I must be some sort of supernatural creature. What a twist. Fuck's sake. I mean, it's building up very slowly, so I guess that's fine, but... You need to pick up products from the warehouse. What do you mean? What? Click to put here. Lay out the product. What do you mean warehouse? You can't leave the store, apparently. Because nothing's even happened yet, so what do you mean you have to pick up products? It's not like anybody bought anything. Like somebody bought... I have nothing to do. I will carry one by one. What? Are you serious, dude? So just because you have nothing to do, you got to stall it out and make it seem like you're busy, I guess, for the sake of the camera? You got to match it to the right place, otherwise you get in trouble. Or I guess it doesn't really matter, does it? Whatever. You just give us one jump scare so we can go back to playing chess, dude, please. And that's why I don't even say it's bad. It actually works better in a game sense. Like, Five Nights at Freddy is a good, intriguing game, but it doesn't mean that it's scary. Like, it doesn't have to be either. Like Annie Hall. Annie Hall is considered a great comedy, but that doesn't mean that I found it funny. It's just more like it's very well written. It's very creative. Like 500 Days of Summer. That was like a modern Woody Allen-esque picture, even though it wasn't made by him. I like that forward where it's like very personal to the guy that almost, I'm surprised they put that in the movie. It's like he says at the beginning, it's like all, you know how they use a disclaimer, all events, all similarity to real life events is purely coincidental, especially compared, I forget exactly how they word it. All real life events, let me actually look it up, I'm curious. We'll get jump scared while we do this. Hold on. Any resemblance to real life events is strictly coincidental, especially involving you, Jenny Beckman, bitch. Like he's to imply that that's actually what it's based on. And she even saw the movie. It was like his ex-girlfriend, the screenwriter. And then she actually saw the movie herself. And so it was done in sort of a joking, whatever way. Like, it's not like it was completely malicious, but you would think that's kind of a weird thing to do. Or I would have just put her first name. You don't have to put her full fucking name like that. Or maybe she liked it. She liked the attention that she gets her name on the big screen, even if it's in a negative way like that. perfect example of the flaws of the stimuli acme, am I right? Like, people go in with this unrealistic expectation to pose something as an absolute, like, oh, I have to be with this one person only, in love, and this and that. But at the same time, they fixate on someone who's not interested in that. Right? Some people are like me, like, we just don't give a shit, or we just want something casual, and people might condemn that, but it doesn't matter. It's like, if you don't like that, then don't do it. There's plenty of people out there, like, they try to force it, right? Or that's just the nature of it generally. Like, for example, this is almost as tedious as playing chess. They do it in such a way that they have like very defined expectations and stuff. You smell like spring. Okay. More like summer, am I right? And then the chick's name at the end is Autumn. That was actually an awesome moment. So he breaks up with Summer, and then he meets another girl, like it's meant to be. And then she's Autumn. It wouldn't work with any other names. I've never heard a girl named Spring. I've never heard a girl named Winter. Okay, that actually got me a little bit. But it didn't actually do anything to me. Like, you can always do that, but is like that really earned? Like, lull you into a false sense of security and just have random shit happen. Cool, fun. I don't know. It's always the cheapest way to do it. Or actually, I've never known anyone named Summer, I must admit. I know someone named Autumn in real life, but obviously Summer is a name, but I'm just saying. You do like a who's on first joke with that. It's summer, where? Oh, you mean it's the season of summer, ha ha ha. Yeah, let's look at all the product placement. See, here he at least blocks out the names, but with some of it he doesn't, like 7-Eleven or whatever. That actually gets me more than anything when I go by the door and it automatically opens. Put the fucking mop in the door and just block it. Like, okay, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna kill me? I'm so scared. Wow. Scary guy. Do not touch me. Or he could just be a druggie. Don't you love that when you're working in Southern California and a zombie comes into your store? Oh, I just mean that's the local residents who are tripped out on drugs and hobos and shit like that. Yeah, let's say she stalked them as they go. Cheetos. Yeah, identify all the product placement. Whatever. I'm not even saying it's bad. Like, I would love to try some more of these, but I don't have all the time in the world. Or maybe this should be what I do tomorrow, like my whatever Wednesday. I could, I guess. Like how I fit in Gary's mod somehow. That looks like Fanta there. Let's just see what this guy does, and then we'll go back. Isn't this the same guy that was like, you smell like spring? I guess it's not. You gotta make sure he doesn't steal anything. Or is it gonna be the whole game is just one night? Or is it gonna keep resetting every time? Yeah, just being able to move around like this I do like. How come he doesn't say do not touch me now? He knows I'm impermeable to reason. It's like, you know, just this is so important to me. Like in Five Nights at Freddy, there must be one of the versions that you're able to do that, or there must be other games like that. It might not make that big of a difference, right, mechanically, but just you kind of get more immersed. You get to look around. You get to read some flavor. You get to feel a little bit more in control. Doesn't mean you could just run away and escape that easily, but I haven't looked at the camera in a while. But sometimes these are like gimmicks, right? These little mini games, it's not going to have real depth to it. It'll just be like that one jump scare we saw in the back is like scripted, and it'll happen no matter what every time the same way, or like whatever. It won't be really happening dynamically. What do you want? That other guy's going to come back for revenge and try to kill me. Why is everything so expensive? Because we're in a convenience store. Go to fucking Walmart. Sorry, but I don't set the prices. You're an idiot. Yeah, don't use that as an excuse. Like, you have to take responsibility for where you work, right? Otherwise, that's like the machination process where you're just like, oh, it's not up to me. But then you end up working there, so you end up serving the very thing that you serve to destroy, or you would criticize yourself. Where are these people coming from anyway? I guess I can't see. I can't leave. I'm just out for a smoke break, dude. Where's the keybind for that? This music is actually kind of nice, but okay, whatever. We've had our hard day of work. We dealt with 2 customers, both who didn't buy anything. That's kind of a little bit amusing. And that's just one of many stories within that game. So, I mean, hey, what a surprise that it would be some sort of a schoolgirl and her mother who recently moved to a new house. So how does that exactly work if you just join that? Click to continue. Would it be this one? I assume they put very conspicuous. I'm not going to even do it, but just... what is that? Or is this like some other server altogether? Put it in a... Oh, this can't be it. Leave. I don't know how that works. Like join event, but it doesn't actually do it. It just kind of... Whatever. It must just be one of the ones in there. Let's look for like one more thing, and then... I just want to see like what is... Let's look up horror, Halloween, scary, like, I don't know. Doors, I think I looked at that one maybe the first time I played it. None of this stuff really seems that interesting, though. Horror, Halloween. Oh, yeah, hi. I don't know if that's really what I would think of. Trick or Treat. 522 people playing, though, apparently. Very impressive. Nightmare Before Christmas. Let's do... Yeah, do VR trick-or-treating so you don't have to go out in real life and do it. Or I love this where adults do that. They go out and trick-or-treat. Let's see. Scary story. I just thought it would like read it to you or whatever. Like just let me react Andy over 2.6k players, 3.7 break-in story. I think we even maybe saw that. It's just like one story. Slumber party story, these scary stories, ride, hide and seek. I see you, break-in story 330. Like, I don't get what these player counts actually mean. It must just be right now, but I can't believe that there's that many people doing them. Yeah, apparently the most popular one is just that one, which is kind of cool because it has so many in there, I guess. Even that one was pretty interesting. Just like why, like how would you see if you want to see like what are the most popular games in existence ever in the history of the game? Especially show me some old ones, right? I don't want to just see the new ones. If it's my first time playing the game, I want to see all the classic ones that everybody else has already played. That you know what I mean, like that I wouldn't have had the chance to do. But I guess what you're really looking for is the player base. Like how do you even organize it like that? Continue most engaging. 12k, 2k, 11k. It's not exactly organized perfectly well. Or like, yeah, give me some sort of like table tennis thing. That would be fun, right? Let's see. I played actually that a lot in GTA 5, but the tennis little mini game. Tennis ball rain, touch tennis. This is almost what you would think. That's why that one game is so popular. Unturned, but like it would have all these fan-made minigame type things, but it didn't seem like that kind of game. Keep loading. 1v1 with your friends, or how about welcome to Australian Open? We need stars over here for this one. Step inside one of the courts to play. Okay, let's see. Waiting for players 10, 9, 8. Is that an NPC or is somebody actually just sitting there as if they are an NPC? Joining AI, whatever. I'll still do it for the fuck of it, but I don't know how I got so distracted to do this. Base to serve. Or you don't even have to click to do it. You just 15-0. Like, how do you actually... Let's see if there's not any other way to do it. Tennis. That has 22 people, apparently 33. 76% like it. US Open 39. Touch volleyball, touch hockey, touch games. What does that mean? Touch, like 39. Champions of the court. I'm not much a fan of sports in general, but if there were two that I would like, they would be some of the faster paced ones. Like tennis is just very fast and to the point. And so is the whatever. Like basketball. 1v1. Why wouldn't there be more people doing this, though? Waiting for players is just going to end up forcing me with an AI again. Is that a person or what? Season 1, level 1. Again, that's what people would do, is they'd really get nested into some of these games. Like, they'll play the same one over and over, like, forever or something. Have you got what it takes to beat me? We have Coco Goff at home. Coco Goff at home. What is this? Is this supposed to be a 1v1 or what? Or, oh, he's just playing against that. GeForce Driver, now it's not really the time. Yeah, whoever wins this gets the honor of playing me, let's say. If there's actually active people here. Let's just wait. Right? Or is he playing against an AI? The guy does look pretty generic. Just wait, I guess. Or there's probably, presumably, other courts around. But I just want to play one game of this, then we'll play chess. Doesn't even seem like you really have to click it. You just kind of stand around it and it automatically does it, but maybe not. He is actually playing against an AI, but why? We should have the option where you can just challenge people the same way you can in the chess thing. That one looked like it went underground. Or actually missed it, or what happened? What? It's doing it like late. Okay, hurry up, dude. Take an intermission from playing chess that probably lasts longer than chess. To play a horror game. There needs to be another newer modern game like this that really does it the same way. Like, we have so many, like even Dreams. Dreams was pretty awesome on the PlayStation, but it's obviously losing support. Very impressive in its own right, but obviously never as nearly as popular as this game. Why is he taking so long? Okay, let's play them then. It's so bad that they're almost losing to AI. So I don't know if you actually have to click or not. I couldn't tell based on that first game. Singles, friendly. Okay, game starts in 3, 2, 1. Hit there, hit back. Okay, I missed it somehow. Power shot. Base to serve. Or it's like when you spam click, it doesn't work. Or I don't get it. I don't know what I'm doing. You just click it at exactly the right time. What's happening? I don't know how it controls. What? Okay, I don't get it. Or I'll play against an AI just to try it, I guess. Or do you have to actually click that thing to do it? But that's just maybe for a special ability. Okay, AI, here we go. Just try it. Hit there. I don't get it. I'm not... You don't even have to click it. Or you get that once in a while. You literally just walk in front of it. Like it's clicking maybe undid it somehow. Okay, what if I just want to leave, dude? Is I could just throw on purpose. The server does have kind of a nice vibe to it. The music, the whole atmosphere, everything in the background. I like it. I'm very big on like the presentation of stuff like that. Like even Gary's Mod Cinema, right? That's so special to me for like whatever. All it is like you're just watching YouTube or something on the fucking theater screen. But it feels so cool because it's like, you know, it's just immersive. You go, you get some popcorn, even if you can't really do that. Let's do this guy. Let's just do this and actually win one game, or we don't even have to win. Let's just play one game, then I'll play chess. I play chess once a week, and this is how I treat it. Okay, all you have to do is walk in front of it. It's a really weird way of doing it. You should have to click or something. It's not really that hard to hit it here. You knock it out there. You're not really doing any aiming or anything of the sort. So let's go here. The tennis god from GTA 5. Like, we find unique ways to play stuff. Ooh, that one I almost missed. That one I did miss. That was a very fast one. I'll give it to you there. A little bit off. You really should have to click and time it. You know what I mean? Like, how do I even do the power? Fuck. How do I even do the power shot thing? Like, I'll just keep it here just in case. Oh my god, how's he doing so fast? He's hacking. He's cheating. Or that was like his power shot finisher, I guess. Did we get him there? He's doing that just to be nice, maybe. Okay, just stay right there. You really don't have to do a whole lot. You don't have to worry about angling or moving, or I mean, angling or clicking or anything. You can hit it always when it's like behind you too. You gotta use that power shot. What the fuck, man? Gotta use that power shot mechanic. Okay, let's get out of here and then we'll go and do yeah, some of these people will play on the same server over and over for like years or something. Creates kind of a good community out of it, but is there really no other chess server though? That's basically what I was thinking about. Or like, what is Chess Escape? Why is that a thing? Chess Escape Horror, really? Or no, it's Cheese Escape. Why the fuck is that showing up? It says Chess Escape 1, Chess Escape 2. People are actually mistyping it like that. The way the Nightmare always used to say, Gerardo the Cheese Challenger. What are these notifications? 13 plus, all caught up. Okay, here we go. So I'm still undefeated. We drew one game, but we also lost the atomic one, but that's not really fair. And I didn't even really know going into it. We kind of changed my appearance a little bit. So now we're a little dinky kid. Let's see what our rank is and stuff. Invited you to a match. I don't care about time control. I won't count that as a, you know, like if I lose that, I mean, it's not like I'll stop playing if I lose, but got like a little kawaii. Isn't that like a custom thing? Like they wouldn't actually sell that as a, whatever, as a cosmetic. It looks so random and out of place. This is where you kind of are always benefiting from not buying microtransactions yourself. Like I wouldn't be able to see my own skin even if I paid for it, but I get to see theirs. So I get to enjoy all these different variety of cosmetics without even using them myself, just for the simple fact, wait, there seems to be like no time control here. That makes me invincible. I'm as good as a GM then. You know, like you get to enjoy their cosmetics that they paid for and the game that they support by paying money, like Hearthstone or whatever, even if I'm free to play. It just gives me more gameplay time. I like to work towards something. I like to earn all my cards and stuff. And I like to get a game for free that I can just play for thousands of hours. I like to look in my opponent's eyes when I beat them, right? Destroy their ego. This is a little bit of an awkward play, but it's usually pretty much okay. If he goes there, I can push it again, but I kind of don't want to. But you can see how annoying that can become. You go here, then I attack it. Then you go there, then I attack the knight. That's actually okay with me too. Now we're attacking a pawn here. Let's see if he sees it. Simple one move calculation. You know who I am, dude. I'm a top 6,000 player in the world on Chess and Classical. Qualify with all those inflated myopic standards, but still, it just shows you like if I have time and if I actually use my time, I'm pretty hard to beat. Whereas the pace, what the fuck? The pace at which we're playing this game is obviously very fast regardless, but you wouldn't have to, I guess. Right, this is actually like a correspondence thing, maybe. Yeah, I don't know what remis mean, or remis, whatever. Only Remy I know is a fucking cognac, like Remy Martin. What is this, dude? Yeah, this music might get old, but can I get different music for some Robux? Even here, I wouldn't mind sacking it, but I don't have to. That's the thing. I could even go here, and then I could go there, or maybe I can't. But it doesn't matter, because even if he did that, oh, you fell into my trap, and I trapped the bishop, even then, I could have got a pawn, so it would have been a good trade. But even then, you also got the rook, so it makes no sense at all. You could raise that and I can't get out. So it might be worth it just to take the pawn and actually leave. I could hide back there and try to delay the inevitable, but who cares? So that's okay. We can get free development on the knight there. It's a nice song, don't get me wrong, but I don't know how you would change it. Music. Go skins. Now, are those like server specific skins, or some of them are probably just ones that you can use for anybody? That means they are more powerful. The pieces I have are more valuable. Imagine you're a grandmaster who started playing this way. This is the modern era of chess. Like, I started my first game on Roblox chess. Go here, and this would be adequately covered. You'd be able to give a check with the knight, though, and I wouldn't be able to take it. So what if we go here? Give a check like there, but he can't for now, but it's still an awkward spot that I don't want to put myself in. If I had went there, he gives a check, then I can't take. It's not the end of the world, but it would still be annoying. So I'm undefeated in Chess Ultra and in this game, and possibly some other ones. Neverwinter Nights, even though I was playing against myself in that, because nobody was actually playing it. But it's not even like some custom thing you can do. It's like an official game mode that is there. It's like one of the options of the core game modes that you can do. But it's just like regular chess, but it shows off like all the cosmetics and the different icons and stuff, whatever, the different characters in the game and some of the gear sets and stuff. I forget how you go like actually full screen though. Is there not a way to do it? Oh, just like that. Now, does that mean it'll game capture? Actually, I should test this. Let me, I was trying to actually do that before, but it wasn't working. Let's turn off display capture for a second. Then we go to game capture. I have like a million game captures on here that I probably shouldn't do. It'd be interesting if that actually made the difference. It doesn't. Let's try this. Try this. I don't want to BM this guy by taking too long, but whatever. Just do this. Where is it? Display capture. Get rid of this. I mean, he's the one who chose the unlimited time format. Let's go like this, and then if he takes, I take with the knight, but if he doesn't take, I take with the queen. Or if he does, I take the queen for free is the whole beauty of it, right? Like, oh no, I blundered my pawn, even though I still didn't. But even if I theoretically did, you're losing the cover on the queen. Not the kind of game that you would think is an issue to display capture. It's just kind of weird. Like, what is with all these super popular games that don't work with game capture? Like, potentially this one, and potentially there's some other ones that are like super popular, or like even the way they capture, like Five Nights at Freddy would not capture without black bars. It's such a well-known, such a popular, such a clickbait kind of content game, but yet it doesn't work properly without like some major fixes and stuff. It's just kind of weird and surprising, because for something that's that well known and that well reputed and crazy in the content creation sphere, you would think it'd be a little bit more easy to do. There was some other game like that that I played that I was shocked by. Like, it's so, or like even, yeah, CSGO, or now CS2. CSGO didn't work with game capture because they considered it like, oh, somehow it could be used to cheat, which I don't even understand how that makes sense. But it's like, you can't game capture CSGO, one of the biggest, most important games ever in terms of content creation, Twitch, esports, whatever, streaming, making videos. It's such a popular thing, but yet you can't game capture it. Maybe even League of Legends is like that. It's some sort of anti-cheat mechanic, even though it doesn't have anything to do with that. Yeah, it was around February, I think I played this in. So that was one of my first Flex format days, and I did this, and I did like Marvel Snap. No, I think I did this, and I did Star Wars, or one of the MMOs. I was like on an MMO binge for a while there. Like, this is an Octopus knight, but he could obviously just go in and trade it with his own knight, so that wouldn't be too crazy. Wonder if that really is something you could do, is like buy like other songs. I would buy it with coins, like that I'm earning for playing and dominating everybody in chess. But you saw how that one opponent just made me feel, though. Like, he's as good as me, and he was like really just you know, borderline professional player playing Roblox. Like, what the fuck is this, dude? A CIA agent. This is what they do in their free time. So you could just take, I don't know whether I want to or not. I could give a check and then you'd be forced to move, right? Because you can't do anything. But that was worth it for me just in the simple fact that I removed his castle. There's nothing else you can do about it. So that was actually worth it. Right? You always got to trade with a sense of purpose. So that's the way you would justify it. If it wasn't for that, then you shouldn't have done it, basically. To go back, check again. And it's not just futility of trying to force a threefold repetition. It's actually legitimately good. We did what we needed to. We preserved the Octopus Knight. Let me actually look up maybe something to do with this one here. Or let me wait till the guy's done. He's playing actually pretty well. Like, there's no clear advantage that I have. But I have to create some sort of open file because I have to figure a way to push this a little bit. I still didn't win a piece even on him. But I would be able to... take advantage of the fact that he lost his castle. Although in the long run, in the late stage like this, it's not that big of a deal because you want your king to be active anyway. But maybe it's still a little bit too early. So maybe that disincentivizes me from trading. That was like my old school style of commentary that I wouldn't talk much because it's like you could never... Oh shit, that's a good move though. You could never keep up mentally with what you're saying. Like, you know, you always think a lot faster than you talk. So... Or wait, I could just take it. Which again is giving up an Octopus Knight, so maybe it's not the best idea, but you would take, I would take. Now I get sort of restless in the game though. This is my problem. Right, we have double rooks versus a rook and a knight. Oh yeah, he has made a mistake though. I kind of forgot. This game has gone on for so long, I guess. Only 10 minutes, but just the idea that he blundered the rook there at the beginning, but then he's played pretty accurately the rest of the way. You do that, he could take with the thing I can't take, but he's starting to open up the position a bit, which does help me. Now, even if you double stack, it wouldn't matter there, but maybe I should still do it just for the heck of it, because now he can't move the knight, otherwise he pays for it. I could have took that. You can't move the knight, you don't have anywhere really good to move the rook. You could try to take an open file. Wouldn't really be that crazy to do that though. But yeah, that's maybe the one we got to try is like Rec Room Chess, because it's like, you know, all these kind of games like this. I'm a big fan of what these games sort of represent though, is the creativity of the community and all the different, you know, you can do so many things with this kind of game. I would literally make like a courtroom setting and like do my fucking debate format here just for the visual of it. Like, it might not seem like it matters. Like, all you're doing is really talking about different subjects and stuff like this, but it creates like a fun dynamic. Like, I would do that in Ace Attorney Online, which I don't know if you would even be allowed to stream that now, but nobody seemed to care then. All it is like a simulator that lets you control all the different characters and do the animations and stuff. So I would often be the judge. It's a very fun thing. I hope it's still around. This is the sort of thing they should have an official version of. Konami, Capcom, whatever the fuck. But just because all it is just the assets from the games, and then you type in whatever you want and do your objections and this and that. But you could do this, because like if he takes, I take. If he takes, I take, then take. So he technically can't do anything about it, but it's also not the greatest position to put yourself in. Like, it doesn't really matter. Like, if I take, it's okay. If he does nothing, I could check and then guarantee the take. Take. Can't do your arrows and analysis and stuff like that here, but I'd love some really good player to actually analyze, like guess the elo, guess the rank in this, because it won't even tell you the rank. It kind of estimates it within the server, but in reality, like, what level are you actually playing at? He's playing at like an 800 level. I'm playing at like 1,000 level or whatever, depending what metric you're using. These websites really do obscure what these ratings actually mean because it's so stupid. Like, you know, some of them are really inflated and stuff, but chess.com actually doesn't seem that inflated at all. In some ways, it almost seems like the opposite. Like, if you were to go over the board, you're not going to find 1,300 players as good as the ones we saw. Not because, oh, they're so good, although they are. It's like, who are these people? You know what I mean? Like, where are they coming from? you have millions of people online, right, who you can play against anywhere around the world like that. Compare that to the simple fact that you're able to play against anybody online anywhere in the world versus you would have to go to a local tournament environment, and it's like, that'd be a great fork, but I don't know actually how to do this now. He would take, I would take, he would take, I wouldn't be able to take, so what the fuck? But he can't actually even take, that's the thing. Can't take because if he takes, he's in check. If he takes, I take, he takes, I take, but then he still takes. Huh. Well, whatever. The best, you'll win like a pawn. It's not gonna be that crazy. He would take, I would take, he would take, and then I take, and then he takes. But then he has nothing left. Now he has like an unleash idea with the king for the simple fact, well, I wouldn't do that anyway, but where I just get sort of impatient and sort of fuck up. It almost go here because it opens up the other thing too, like opens up the ability of this to potentially take if it comes down to that. So if I take there, you'll take, I'll take, you'll take, I'll take, I would take, he would take, I would take, he can't take. It would be worth it to even go a 1-to-1, just rook, like trade a rook for a knight and a pawn, but obviously you should never do that in any situation ever. Unless it is like a really obnoxious octopus knight. That's my latest line that I would use as a chess title, but it's kind of harder to do it now because I only do it once a week, and I have so many good chess titles over the years. I should make like a compilation of them, like taking the line from Taxi Driver, where it's like, you ever see what there's a few versions of it that I said, but you'll always see them on YouTube because my friend is a fucking maniac with posting comments. He'll steal some of mine or he'll just come up with his own weird shit. But like, you ever see what an octopus knight can do to a rook? Now that you should see. Or no. You ever see what an octopus knight can do to a rook? Now, you ever see what an octopus knight can do to double stacked rooks? Now that you should see. That you should see what an octopus knight can do to a double stacked rook. You should see when he's talking about a 44 Magnum in Taxi Driver. Or like even I think I said it differently. You ever see what an octopus knight can do to double stacked rooks? Now, you ever see what it can do to the rarely seen triple stack? Now that you should see. Now the rarely seen triple stack is always what I call the rook, 2 rooks and a queen in the same thing, right? Because you do rarely see that, and even more rarely is it actually good. Yeah, look what a wholesome, positive, active chess community this is. Better than every other chess site besides chess.com and LeChess. Better than every other chess game in existence because you can't find a fucking match to save your life. Actually active. I cannot believe it, dude. That's sometimes the most important thing in life is like, or in games, is an active player base. Like, that's all you need. And it's so hard to find that sometimes. There's so many dead games related to chess and otherwise. This is like what purgatory looks like. This is what you would be doing in the afterlife, where we're playing chess with death, like the 7th seal, to determine whether we go to heaven or hell, or determine whether we die in the first place or something. I should make a series like Chess Master analyzes famous chess moments in games and shows and stuff. So I would take, he would take, and I can't take. I don't understand, but I'll still do it. Now the thing is, you can't move this because, right? If you take and then you move it, I take. There's nowhere you can go that would cover the thing. The problem is we're attacking it from kind of the wrong direction. We could attack it from here, but then you would give a check, but then I would go here. But then you would basically take, I would take, I don't know. You could take with the knight. Like, there's no problem with doing that. I would take, you would take, I would take, you would take, so I obviously can't do it. I could actually check here. See, there's going to be some weird mate like that happens. Like, you check here, and then he goes there, and then I could take, right? Because even if, no, but you could take there and check is the problem. You could take there, check, and then I can't even take, otherwise you, okay, just hang on. This is what I would think to do, but I can't do it because it's gonna be some weird check or something, I bet. You'll go like there and fork me. Nothing you can really do here. Let's just give a check like that. How about that? Now it's opening up an unleashed possibility for him, but it also means that I'm obviously just going to move my king anyway. So you go like there, or you go like there, are your only two options. It doesn't let me take the knight though, so it's not that big of a deal. Like, I can't go there or he'll fork. I actually don't like the position I put myself in. I can't go there either. I guess I don't even have to move my king though. I could just move it back. It could still be in drawable territory, but it really shouldn't be. What if I don't do anything? No, but then he can unleash. He can unleash and take something. Right, like he could go there and take that. So annoying how this guy is doing it. I have to move the king, but there's nowhere good to move it. That's the thing. Have to go to a place that he can't unleash and he can't check and he can't fork and he can't do anything. It's gonna be some sort of stupid force sequence, I bet. You can give a check there, but he can't fork, and then I can just move away and just kind of deal with it. He checks. I go here. He can't really check. And the way the king sort of bolsters the open file like that is kind of nice, right? Like you can't bring the rook down to attack the pawns because the king is right there. Yeah, that's kind of a weak move. We could do this, set up for a check, or we could just attack it, period, I guess. We attack it, we could try to threaten a check. There's nothing really crazy going on. The knight is not very good in a position like this to begin with. You would think this is very close to a mate, actually, because all you'd really have to do is, if you check like there, it's just over, because you can't do anything, but we're not really in the right position to do it. Or if I put it here, but then I can't. I put it here, then I check, but then he can move. Like, it's never as easy as it looks to actually mate or to press an advantage in general. That's the one sort of gambit mentality, is like, whenever you have an advantage, squander the advantage and sack it to try to win the game. Like, don't hang on to the advantage. Actually, just throw it away for fucking whatever purpose. You move that away, so now it just becomes a check fiesta in terms of it'd be so close to a mate, but it's not. I don't see any problem necessarily with doing this, right? You just kind of go here, and then there's no fork or anything crazy. Can't even give a check with the rook for the time being. So if I give a check here, it doesn't actually do anything, because you can go here, then I give another check, then you can keep going, so it just goes on forever. Maybe I could check and then guarantee the take on the rook, which that would win me the game, but he blundered his rook at the beginning, and look how long and tedious it can still be, though. That's what's so annoying about chess. And don't get me wrong, I'm the type to play like that too, just in terms of dragging stuff out. You don't even have to go into a matchmaking thing. People will just walk up to you and challenge you. And you'll get a little bit of variety with variants and stuff too. You need a chaturanga one in here. But basically, you know, you'll get matches without even needing to look for them. That's how active it truly is. That's what this series is all about. Like, we're still just playing the game, but there's so many different ways to do it. If one wishes to understand the great mystery, they must study all its aspects. not just a dogmatic view of the chess elite. It's not just chess.com and chess and whatever. If you wish to become a complete and wise player, you must embrace a larger view of the game. Which translates to me playing fucking Roblox chess. So here you go back, and then I check, and then I check. You got to think through the next couple moves. You check here, he goes back to the back rank anyway. Or you could do this, actually. That would be fine. Right, that doesn't change anything to do with the position. Now, aren't you, like, forced to go here? Then I could take and check. That was kind of a bad move on his part. There were a lot of better things you could have done. If you go here, I take and check. Then if you block with the knight, I can take. If you don't, then you go to the back rank, then I check. Then you go here. Like, there's a lot of jumping around, but at least I'm in a good position as far as, you know, materially and everything. Even that I wouldn't mind doing, but I don't have a way to actually pin it there, so... Go ahead, take a pawn. We can just kind of slow pace him a little bit because he's making it very annoying. Not a bad player, actually. If he didn't blunder the rook, it probably would have been a draw. That's what you can say about every chess game ever. If he didn't make that mistake... And I hate when people say that about grandmasters, like, oh, even grandmasters make mistakes. That's the difference in the game. But their mistakes are often high-level mistakes. Like, it's something super minor and minute, right? So you can't look at it like that. They're not just blundering queens and stuff left and right. Or even when it seems like they do, it'll be because they're in some sort of forward sequence. Like, they have to give up their queen, otherwise they get mated. So they obviously shouldn't have allowed that position in the first place where that's the case, but still. It's very interesting. Yeah, this is literally my one and only chess series that I'm doing now. Not this game in particular, but just like playing it in all these different capacities. Yeah, that's almost the thing that would make you wish you were like a bigger streamer or something, just in the context like any game you play would become active. Like if XQC plays Chess Ultra, of course people are going to play it just because they want to play against him or whatever, right? So you can kind of deliberately control that. You would never have a worry finding matches there. So that's a moment where you wish you were bigger. A moment where I am happy that I'm small, though, is like when I play story games and stuff like Obra Dinn and stuff, like that people don't spoil it because there's nobody there in the first place. So it has its ups and downs. I never had too much of an issue with that on my old channel, but somehow I feel like the culture has changed around a lot of things. Or did it change or did I, is kind of the thing. Like, I don't know exactly. It's kind of both. Like, I definitely have changed my whole style, my presentation, my delivery. The one thing I guess that hasn't changed is my not doing face cam. Right, I just never would do that. Be able to go here, and then he shouldn't be able to protect it at all, or he goes like that. The only way to lose is if you blunder the rook. And even if you do blunder the rook, you're probably in a position where you would still win for all intents and purposes. Right, like you could probably still deal with that. If you do this... You could take, I could take, and they're all connected. If you raise it, I can take. If you take, I can take. If you don't take, I can take. So now it doesn't even matter, dude. You could trade it, just check, and if he takes, it's fine. That's just more like getting lazy and oversimplifying the position. So are any of those microtransactions like ones where you could actually change the way the background looks? Like instead of just the clouds, I wonder. You shouldn't really have to think too hard about this, but that could be famous last words. Somehow just don't get forked. My king is so far away that it shouldn't even really be a big deal. I wonder what the song is. Is this like some sort of stock song that just exists? Or is it somehow like one that they made just for this purpose, for this server? Like, look how simple it is. Like, I could make this server. Like, it's just a fucking chessboard. Like, why is it so crazy? I don't get why it's so hard to, like, even a website like, wow, chess.com allows you to play chess. Like, what a crazy, no wonder it's worth $1 billion or whatever. Like, yeah, like every other site, like it's just the chess game. Like, you see how that's some sort of superficial thing. Like, you know, it just all comes down to the presentation and little minor things. Like chess.com lets you play chess. So does chess24. So does the chess. Or I guess not chess24 anymore because it was bought out by, oh fuck. But no, actually it's okay because then he would have to sack it. Right? Like he would take, but then I would go, and then he would take, and then I would take, and then I would promote this one. Not really the cleanest way to do it, but it's okay. If he doesn't do it, then I'll push out the knight. So it's something so simple as just like, wow, you can play chess, a game that just exists and it speaks for itself. So the fact that there's still such competitiveness and such a struggle to actually make a definitive proper version of it, or like a proper way to play it, is so weird that it's like there's very little that distinguishes one from the other. Like the skins, the piece sets, the backgrounds, the presentation, the ratings, the player base is the most important thing, obviously. The smaller the board is, the better you play, because you, whatever, and you don't have to look as far to calculate, basically. So whatever you do, you're kind of screwed. I mean, look, I don't mind him taking his time, but I wasn't really in the mood for a classical game. Like, let's just fucking play the game, dude. You're gonna lose. I'm literally incapable of losing in this game unless, you know, we drew that one guy, but, or we lost because it was atomic chess, but it's not even the kind of atomic chess that I guess I'm used to, but, right? Because I feel like it's different. It would blow up everything around a piece, but it would also blow up the pawns too, right? Or maybe I'm just not aware. I haven't played that one too much. Although I'm a big fan of variants in general, so you go here, and then if you take, I would take and then promote the other one, or I wouldn't even have to, but I'm not going to struggle with the mate with the rook and the king the way I struggled with it in fucking the king and the queen mate the last time I played it. That's always a good way to end off these episodes. Like I do my first ever Nintendo Switch stream, and I'm mostly playing Smash Brothers the whole time. It's like, we may as well do a surprise ending. Let's play Clubhouse and let's do chess, right? It's just a nice little bookend to any sort of experience. It's like a secondary game. But this was the first time I ever made it a primary game in the last 2 years, where like starting in February 2020, February 2021. Oh, that's cool. Cool promotion screen. In February 2022, I started playing, you know, making a big thing out of it. I tried to get to 1,000. I failed. Then I tried to get to 1,200 by December. I failed, or in December, I failed. Then I tried to get to 13, 14, 15 every 2 months starting July 1st. So like by September 1st, I had to get to 13. By November 1st, I had to get to 14. By January 1st, I had to get to 15. So I got to 13. I got to 1350, and then I fell below 13. So then that's the threshold that I trigger. We could do the same sort of thing on here too. Like if well, whatever. I'm not going to ever lose a game, so it doesn't matter. Just don't stalemate the clown. But yeah, we need a clown skin actually more than anything. Let's look through the shop and see if there's some sort of music that you could get. There almost should be, because only you can hear it, right? Or like, I don't know how it works, but it would be like a server-wide thing that whatever game you're playing, you can just listen to whatever song you bought within the game, as if that's really a necessary thing. He's actually calculating expertly for a stalemate, so we would already win if the king wasn't in the fucking way. Right, like that's the only problem with this position, I guess. Just go here. He can't do anything. The king is going to provide a nice little cover here, so the rook can go in places where maybe normally it couldn't go. You don't necessarily even want to do that. You want to go like here and keep pushing him to the side. I don't know whether it actually does threefold repetition or not, though, because it's a case where basically it does the mates automatically. Like it'll acknowledge you got a mate, obviously, but somebody offered a draw. I assume it would do a stalemate. I guess we could test it, but it's a little bit tricky because I'm doing it with the king in such a way that could get me in trouble here. But now you should already have it. You check there, it's over. Does this let you pre-move? It actually might. I'm going to pre-move stalemate, though. You either stay in that row, which means I can give a check. If you go there, I can whatever. So I'm almost taking revenge on people. Like, look at me. I'm such a tryhard. I'm so good. I can't be beaten. But you're doing it in such a shallow way, in a way that's in a game that's not really that competitive. But hey, will be king of the sandcastle for now. Or I should always say GG to these people. But I don't even know how you do it. Let's look through some of the stuff in the shop. Look at this, dude. Oh, that guy's scythe is pretty sick. You could be a paladin's character. You could be my Vora. What is that? VIP, which nobody really even seems to be a VIP, or maybe you can't see them if they aren't. I love how much people challenge me. Like, I'm just standing around. I'm not even necessarily trying to play. What is that? Is that another VIP? Silver rank only. Shouldn't I be now by then? 10, 16, bronze, 1,000 elo. But how? Earn experience by playing matches. Wait, I'm 10, 16 though. So what do you mean? 10, 16. Wait. Bronze, 1,000 elo. But how does that work? Like, how do you? Are these like not ranked games or what? Yeah, I like the whole vibe here. Everything's cool. Let's go ahead and look at one thing here. Just whatever marketplace dumb shit we can see. Shop, more. Or these are just sets, which could be cool, but I mean, I'm not going to spend money on it. Like, how many coins? 1999 coins. So you could work towards that if you played this long enough. Damn, these are actually pretty sick. Look at that, dude. I was such a big fan of the custom piece sets on the chest, but it's not to any credit of the site, although it kind of is. Just the fact that it allows you to use them, but that was like through a browser extension. Like, oh, hang on. I actually got it. I want to look at something. Let's see. How the fuck do you move this? It's always in my way. Oh, I'm not looking at rank though, am I? I cannot see what that even says. You have no friends on the server. Customize my... Oh, is it going to be super tryhard here? Searching for a ranked match. Oh, that's going to ruin it, though. Not that I really care about it, but it's like... Shouldn't you be able to challenge somebody to a ranked match? $40 minutes. Let's do like 5 minutes. Or what? I did challenge them. Or what happened? Like, do I get to do a ranked match? Okay, he invited me to a match, so does that cancel that? Okay, so maybe that's my problem, that I'm not playing ranked, but maybe nobody else plays ranked either. They're just kind of dicking around. It's sort of the point, but let's try to fluff our ego by saying, you know, still trying to show off. Not like that would make any difference. The highest person is only 1,900 elo, which is nothing, dude. Then people say, well, then why aren't you there yourself? Ha ha ha, because it fucking takes time. I hate that about chess. Chess is the most disgusting game with the dishonesty, the intellectual dishonesty that people put towards it. It's super fucking time consuming. I didn't want to play a board game like 10 hours a day for 20 years. Now that doesn't mean, oh, I would have been a grandmaster or whatever, but at least I would have been better than I am. Like, you're only ever going to get better. You're not going to get worse if you play more. So like, what is the thing, dude? You can't seem to challenge people to a ranked game, though, right? It's kind of like... This person seems pretty bad. As you would expect, and as they should be. You actually got a fork there. That was not good. You know, would I have done that if he wasn't playing so bad? But it almost doesn't matter. He's just sacking pieces. Or he's like a grandmaster trying to give me odds. You still have a fork available, but I don't even care. I'll just take the pawn, This is a sort of variety that you have to mix stuff up to really enjoy it in life in general, right? Like, I would have never become a grandmaster, I'll say 10 years from now, if it wasn't for Roblox chess, if it wasn't for the Star Wars piece set on the chess, all these cool things. I've only played on the chess, I guess, once since I guess I've been doing it as a filler. Like, whenever these games don't work, that I'm playing it in, like Gary's Mod or what was the other one? Gary's Mod or Chess Ultra or something. Like, I'm waiting for a match. So while I'm waiting for a match, what's he doing? While I'm waiting for a match, I'll play a couple games on the chess just to keep it active and actually do something. What? He's actually just sacking everything. He must have some, like, I'm not even good, dude. I'm garbage. I'm only like top 5% in the world, by the way, according to chess.com. But can I play a ranked game, though? They kind of cover that up. I don't know how you deal with that. Ooh, look at this person floating. Kind of like how you're floating in the normal game anyway. Okay, so there are actually people here level 56, but I'll still whoop you because do you know who I am, dude? Who you think you are? You even paid for the fucking custom set? Or I guess at worst we'll draw them, but... Yeah, I don't think you understand who you're up against right now, dude. Oh, yeah, you're so good, dude. You know opening theory. Wow, you studied, you played the game a lot. You're so good, you're so smart. This is the least innate game in the fucking history of the world. It's all theory-based, it's all reactive, it's all memory. I'm not impressed at all by anybody ever, dude. Pretty cool set, though. You just got to watch out. I'm maybe not playing super accurately, but arguably you shouldn't have to. Interesting move. You have the bishop to take. You could do this, but it almost seems superfluous. Like, you really shouldn't do it. Because if he can't take, and then I could take... And if he takes, then I take, then he takes, then I take. But it puts the pawn in a very split, uncomfortable spot, to be sure. Puts it there, but that doesn't seem to do anything. If I take here, he has to address it. And then you would think the knight would come into play somehow. Come on, dude. I log on to Twitch and I see Roblox and caps. You're better than this. I can hear. Well, I'm playing chess, actually, not Roblox. Can't you tell? So you can't do anything with the pawn. You would think if I do this, then I could just easily take the pawn for free, right? There's nothing... Or I could do one better. I could actually trade the queen. But the question is whether I want to or not, and I actually don't mind. This guy actually might be pretty good. These are 10-year-olds? I mean, hey, there's 10-year-old 2,700 rated players and grandmasters and stuff. You really think age matters in chess? There's that Indian guy who's like 26, 2,700 who's that young. Not saying these people are, but this is Roblox fucking Roblox. But hey, dude, it is what it is. And guess what? This is actually more active than Chess Ultra or any of these other games. So I'm actually having a better time doing this. Or I can actually find matches, to say the least. I don't know what to do with this pawn, actually. It's a very confusing spot to be in. Oh, for fuck's sake, dude. Why's he got to do it like that? Look how good some of these people are, though. Like, this guy's not playing it a bad. So what does age have to do with it, dude? If age matters in anything in life, chess is not one of those things. Yeah, and more importantly, I started playing regularly at least when I was 27. So what does that mean? Like, you know, like, okay, I'm 28, but I've only played like a year. Chess Ultra is shit, but okay, let me put it like this. I want to play a game with a 3D board, right? With an active player base, but there's no such thing. That's the thing. There's no such thing in the world. Okay, that was a terrible move because we know what's going to happen here, but he didn't even do it. He could have baited me into something. I'm a little bit confused, actually, what's happening, but... Oh, fuck me. This guy's not even that good, but... I'm not playing very well myself. He does matter when it comes to something. Some things. What do you mean? She. I would take... You would take... Now he's going to have a clean path to attack my king. And I can't really move these pawns very well either. I could take there, and I don't see the problem with it, actually. This is a ranked game, dude. He should be playing better than this. Or maybe this one's better, because this one could actually help me. Just because it's... You know... It's a tough decision, because that one is actually blocking him from attacking me a little bit easier. Some things matter. Sex, age matters. They're driving. Roblox. I mean, nothing really matters. The game is just the game, dude. The level of play speaks for itself. Which is kind of hard to measure it here, obviously. Ooh, sneaky move there. I think he's playing at a pretty good level. I mean, this is at least 1200 chess.com. There's no way this guy's just some kind of flake. You could take there. Maybe that was a mistake, but... Isn't it? Maybe that's just what he wants, or that is exactly what he wants, because look, dude, now he'll come there, but then I could take the rook and then I may be okay with this, but maybe I'll get mated because he goes there. Ah, fuck. Because what that allows him to do is to actually do nothing, or he'll get the fork. This is turning into a messy position. You could do this, I guess, or you could even do that. Right? This is a weird spot. Have you been to the East Syracuse Walmart recently? East Syracuse. I don't think I really go to that one. Or a pet store. Oh yeah, for the Milo thing. Definitely next time I go to Walmart, I will actually look for it. You would think this would be safe here pretty much forever, so I shouldn't be too worried about it. He'll give a check, but it won't matter. I could be setting myself up for trouble, though, here. Because any movement of the bishop could be trouble now. Why couldn't I do this? Like, forget the fork, although it's not really a true fork because it won't be covered. Now we cover the bishop, and so it should be okay. He's not actually that good, but we're a basketball stadium. Let's see what we got here. You can't move that, but I don't really have to move it. You could do this to sort of just make it so that I can move that. His threats have sort of dwindled a little bit. Or no, oh fuck, he can obviously double take me. Fuck. Which is actually still fine, but that was such a clown move on my part. I don't know why I did that. His threats have dwindled, so let's give him a new one. What a clown I am, dude. Okay, he's still not doing anything. Just go here. Yeah, I'll just play basketball in Roblox. Yeah, like, who would actually do this? This is why I wish I was a grandmaster or something, just to show the beauty of how I do things. Like, is that a bait play? Because I don't see how it's a bait play. You know, I would do this. I would be the best Roblox chess player in the world. Or wait, I already am. Such a high standard. So is he actually going to be... No, he doesn't have any pawns, though. This guy's like rank 50 on here for whatever that's worth. I played pretty bad, too. There were a lot of opportunities there for him. This is the problem, right? You get kind of lulled into a false sense of security that, like, you can get away with playing bad, so you keep playing bad. And it kind of involved the king maybe a little bit more here. So you could go like this, and then you'll be always secure because you have the bishop there to cover it. So you can just kind of leave it there, right? Nothing you can do. What did you have for dinner last night? What did I have? I can't remember. Probably some Dominoes. I always do that, like, before I stream. I'll go get like a little thing of Dominoes. Yeah, this is secure. We'll start to push the other side. He can try to move the light square bishop thing. Gonna be a little bit awkward, but if we get that through, it should be fine. That's actually a very good move by him. Right? It creates some problems. But now you might not be able to address both, or you actually will be able to address both. Because you can go there, and then I can't do anything, but... It's covered where it stands, but if you go to here, whatever this notation would be called... Fuck you, dude. So annoying. Okay, so you don't really need to cover on the other side, though. So now I'll start to push this side a little more. You could come through there, so I could just come down. I'm just trying to make room for this, but... Okay, now we could ignore what he's doing here and just keep going. So now you can't come back. That was kind of a bad move. Tonight, I didn't really eat anything, I guess. I just had like an Uncrustable thing, like a little fucking frozen sandwich. I don't know if you have those in Australia. Now, how do I get it to move even? I could do this, but you don't really want to do it because I might just have to move. Look how annoying this is. Like, you know I'm going to win, but you got to be so fucking petulant about it. What kind of pasta? It's like some kind of Alfredo thing. They only have like one pasta, I think. Chicken Alfredo. My favorite thing to make is toasted sandwiches. That's covered. Like, just make this as annoying as possible, please, dude. Be my guess. If he comes there, I could come back. Or maybe I actually lost that one, but it doesn't matter because I already win the game because Now you can't do anything. This one's already promoted. What are you doing, dude? Yeah, I should gain a lot of elo for this. I just want to go to the silver area by unlocking. And I see people do play ranked at least a little bit here. They're the best. Okay, dude. Destroy their ego. Actual rank 50. So what is my estimated elo now? I am, what the fuck? I didn't gain anything, though. That's a ranked game. What the fuck? Wait a second. Why am I still 1,000? Why don't these count? Play ranked. Maybe I accepted somebody else's before? I don't think I did, though. Apparently, it doesn't give you anything, dude. Skill issue. Level 3. I don't understand how this works. I mean, to be fair, I'm only doing this because I failed my challenge. Otherwise, I wouldn't. But I guess even if I succeeded, I would have took a break and done something like this anyway. Like, just trying to play it in other video games. I've been doing like a different one every time, right? I tried Battle Chess, I tried Chess Ultra, I tried Gary's My Chess, I tried Tabletop Chess. So it's kind of been a fun format here. It's still ultimately all chess anyway, but... 3 nights game, it might be 4 nights coming up. You could take that one, but then it turns into the thing with the queen, right? So maybe that's the deceptive thing. I don't know. Is the opening? Yeah, we don't need the engine or analysis when we're both experts on opening theory. Chicken nugget. Look how active it is, though. This is truly remarkable. Just some random thing. Why would he do that? Yeah, what is the opening now? The clown face gambit opening where you try to just... I don't see what it does. You come there, I could take... This is not good, whatever he's doing. Although it could still turn ugly if you try to overdo it. Like, you would take there, then you would do that, then I would move it, then it would be pinned. Like, there could be problems with it. Let's just back off. You can't even cancel, first of all. You come there, I don't know what it does. I can just move the knight somewhere, although there's nowhere really good for it to go. What a surprise. Almost would like to castle first. You should listen to your life advice. You're very wise. This guy looks pretty cool, actually. He moves that, so now I'm forced to move the knight immediately. Problem is there's nowhere at all for it to go, so it's pretty annoying. This is where I really grow to resent the knight. It's like, I'm not even trying to do anything with it, right? I'm literally just trying to keep it out of the way. I guess I'll just have to go here and just wait an hour before I castle. Like move the queen now and then figure a way to do it. Development has been pretty bad. You will pay the price for your lack of development. I could literally just turn my commentary into like a reference. Everything is a reference to one of my titles. When your pawns are triple stacked, then you have my permission to resign. Or like, oh, no resignations, please. It's a waste of good blundering. Like all my little riff tracks on different, whatever. Different things from, Now he doesn't actually have the rook in position though, right? That's the beauty of it. You don't have the rook in position to be able to punish me for doing this. Simply because you're able to not castle yet. Okay. It is interesting to decide, like, what category should you use for this? I'm almost trying to sabotage the fact that chess was my most streamed category for, like, the last 2 years, probably. Right when we get our little celebration end of the year thing, we'll probably see that. It's the simple fact that you're able to... You're able to see the fact that you're able to, what do you call it? Like, now it won't show up as chess because I'll be doing all these other games. I'm technically playing Gary's Mod. I'm technically playing Tabletop Simulator. I'm technically playing Roblox, even though I'm playing chess within it. And so that'll, like, sort of sabotage the fact that I'm still playing chess a lot. It won't be the most stream category now, though, because I'm only doing it once a week. Yeah, at first I was doing it like 5 days a week, or it felt like almost 7 days a week for a period there. Now I'm doing it for, then I was doing it for 2 days a week at least. Now I'm only doing it for 1. But I think the 2 threshold was pretty good, but it's clearly not enough to is clearly not enough to make progress the way that I was expecting to. Now, this is still a dangerous spot because you're able to, you know, you could try to push that out, but it's going to end badly somehow. Or maybe not. The one mistake I made is I haven't castled in a prompt amount of time. You would think this should be a safe move to make because you're covered there no matter what, right? If you take the knight, I could take back with the knight, so that doesn't change anything at all. Or maybe I had some sort of mate just with this. I could have just come there or something. Sometimes you see one good thing, so you ignore another good thing, but you could just take here. Or you could like check and then take, but it almost doesn't matter. But then you'll have another attacker there. Or I can't even do that at all, can I? I'll come here and I'll check. And then I should be able to take, but I can't take because, first of all, you'd be able to take the rook. And second of all, you'd be able to take the thing. Or now it's perfect because you'll take and check. And so then the queen is gone only because now you don't have to worry about the triple attack on here. You still have a double attack on there, though, which could be pretty scary, I must admit. Right, so it's going to be an unprotected pawn that leads to a double attack. It shouldn't be a mate by any standard because you would take, check, I would move, you would check, I would still take. See, this is what shows you like a life philosophy. Speaking of life lessons, like the fun and enjoyment of something comes from within. Like you could be playing chess in any fucking capacity with anybody, but it's like you make your own fun. It doesn't matter about, oh, I'm playing Roblox chess, ha ha ha. Like it doesn't make any difference. It's still the same game. It comes down to your approach, not what matters in externality or how other people look at it or whatever. And that was not necessarily the most competitive thing, but clearly I wasn't doing very well anyway, so I don't see what I'm proving. Like I'll have to study for 10 years and then I'll come back and fucking do it. And it's kind of disingenuous too, like as far as the amount of time. Like, oh, I've played chess for, okay, that was a good move. I played chess for X amount of time, let's say, right? Like the last 2 years, I played on a regular basis. That's the first time really ever playing any meaningful amount. But it might have come down to only like an hour or 2 hours a day, which is still good, but you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't really like that much because that's how much you should play if you're serious about it anyway. So other people might be like, oh, I got to 2,000 rating in 2 years. Yeah, but you might have played 5 hours a day or 10 hours a day or who knows, or you might have actually studied and this and that. So it doesn't matter. Like, the results speak for themselves, but it's not always the same process that people have, basically. I'm in a reasonably good spot. This is a very sexy move here. You could double stack. Push it out like this. Attack there. He's really committing to that pawn there. Now, this is like an octopus bishop because there's no way you can push it out, but it's not really in that great of spot to begin with. I talk like way faster now than I ever used to before. I almost didn't think I could talk this fast, but it's become sort of habitual over time. Like, there were three different factors to my commentary, right? I would be very monotone, which I still kind of am. I would be very quiet, which I'm really not. I'm maybe even a little loud now, or at least I'm like a little bit like a little more like normal voice, or I kind of project it more because I kind of have to, otherwise I am too quiet. So I'm still monotone. I'm much louder than I used to be. And I'm also, what was the other thing? I would be like very deadpan and stuff. So like I never tried to be funny or anything, but sometimes when people would find it funny, like, in fact, if anything, I made a point to try to be serious. And like, oh, whatever, meritocracy and everything should be based on what you're doing and a high level of this and that. But the reality is that, oh shit, that could be a little scary. People would find it funny because I would say something like something very serious or crazy would happen and I would have like a very deadpan reaction to it, like whatever, I'm just sarcastic or I'm not amused or I'm just like shrugging it off. So that could be funny in its own respect, but it was almost like something I'm not aware of, or you're kind of aware of it but you're not really doing it for that reason. It's just kind of your natural personality coming out. So yeah, I was that. And then what's the third thing? I would be like I would either be serious or I would be like very to the point. So I'd be quiet, but then I'd also be to the point. Like I would only say, like, I'm quiet in terms of my volume, but I'm also quiet in terms of my what I would say. I would say like, oh, I should go here. I should do this. Like I was very goal focused. So maybe I should open up Gary's mod and show you an example of that in terms of the fume night, because I'm like, I should run over here. I should do this. And then I would just do it. So I'm like, I'm almost coaching myself and giving myself advice, but I'm not really talking about anything else, right? It was, I mean, I would talk a little bit about other things, but I would save that for my debate format, which of course now I no longer even have that. So you go like this. You can't do anything with that. This is covered. You could try to double attack those. This is still covered. There should be a cinema in here where you can watch, like, whatever. React Andy over here. I just want to gain some rating to actually see how the fuck this works, because I don't get it. It's like, I didn't realize that was mate. Level 4. I'm so confused as to what's happening. Like, plus 17 coins. Isn't that ranked? Like, I'm getting clown here, actually. Oh, 1022 silver. Yeah, this is all we wanted. That was the goal of today. Unlock the silver thing. Yeah, here we don't fall off the side. That should count as a permanent chest challenge failed. So yeah, what is the point of this though? What do I get for this? You get to like jump down here, don't fall down. You get to play around with a little dinky rook. Look how good I am, dude. King of the sandcastle moment. I get to be silver rank in Roblox chess. But yeah, I hate that standard. Like, oh, it's because you're playing against kids. It's like, dude, I could go in real life tournaments and play kids and I'll get my ass beat, dude. I'm losing to kids all the time. That has nothing to do with it at all. In fact, the fact that you start playing as a kid, or at least a lot, would probably mean that, look at me, dude. I'm flexing on you. Are any of you silver? You are. Fuck. Yeah, I wasn't really playing ranked before, but this is so much fun, dude. I had more fun playing this version of chess than almost any other one. Obviously, besides the websites, because that just speaks for itself. But yeah, like just look how active it is, dude. If I was a big streamer, I would embrace this. I would be like, yeah, this is the best. Let's bring more people here. Let's really support the server and build it up and fucking make it the #1 Roblox server and this and that. So what else did I want to do? I don't really want to do more. I guess I'm happy with that. We got to silver. You can try to get to gold next time. Not that I'll play it necessarily next time, but what did I want to say? Oh yeah, I wanted to look at that actually for whatever reason. Is there like a cinema mode or like watch YouTube? It'd be kind of cool if there was. Let me see. Or I could just do it manually, but watch YouTube through Roblox. Why you would do that? Escape a computer to watch. What? To watch YouTube. What does that mean? Cinema, like the cinema experience. So what does that mean? Cineblocks. Welcome, watch movies today. Games in heavy beta testing. Groundbreaker 13 minutes comic. Obviously they can't put real movies in here, but or maybe they could, because whatever, I'll just do it manually. But I do love the vibe that some of these things give, right? Like, it could be something so simple, but just play with sound for the best experience, includes spooky content. Why can't it just be like a simulator? Public cinema simulator, 9%. Okay. The cinema experience, they're all supposed to be like horror stuff. Yeah, after you quit your job, you're forced to do a job that's very dangerous and scary. Okay, watch. I'll show it just because I keep mentioning that. I mean, of course, I haven't uploaded, but I'll just do it. But yeah, this was very fun. I don't think the game capture ended up working, right? Once I went full screen. Why do I keep showing this one? I'm trying to show this. But yeah, basically, none of these are what I'm talking about. Gary's Mod Cinema does it exactly right. Just the fact that you're able to interact with like YouTube and stuff on there, which seems maybe kind of weird. Like, why not just look up YouTube like I'm about to do now? But let me see. It would give you a very good example if you can even hear it. Welcome back. One Cry Gamer, it's like the boss everyone said would be impossible, I think is the name of the video. Yeah, here we go. 26 views. So here we go. Watch this. I'll react to the whole thing. I guess I should be allowed to do that because today's title is brought to you by Raging Bull. You know, it's my own fucking video. Overcome. Guess what? You've got what? Point where we can actually beat him. This isn't even my final form, so Let's look at what I'm actually saying here. I'll put on the captions. Look at what I'm saying and look at how I'm performing.
We watch him. Avoid,
Watch him. Avoid. Go to the fog. Go to the wall.
In towards the hand, I guess.
There's something very powerful about this style of commentary because
we hit him there. We come back.
Not only is your commentary not hurting you and it's not distracting you, it's actually helping you because you're coaching yourself and you're doing what you're saying, right? You're giving yourself advice and you're following your own advice.
Too far there. I can't. Okay. Come back.
This is a very strong thing that sort of shows you my old style. Like when I'm doing stuff that other people couldn't do, or a world first clear or something like that, you've got a mile of nice. If you look at what percentage of my commentary is me telling myself what to do, and it's like pretty much 95%. This is when I'm at my peak. Like you look at how impossible this is. Look at how much health he has.
And then turn back towards the center.
This is it, dude. If you want to see my old self, this is it. And it's not even that long ago. This was only last year, but
he's kind of chasing me too far here where I can't see what he's doing.
You see how easy it makes it look. Like all I have to do is do exactly what I'm saying. Right? That's sometimes how simple things are. You know how to do it, but you just have to actually do it. It can be boring, it can be repetitive, it can be slow. Look at it. Look at it.
Giving me a chance to hit on
I'm just reacting to the. I always reference this video as like my old commentary style, so I'm just kind of reacting to it. I don't know why.
Don't get too nervous around the wall or the ball.
I just love what it sort of represents. This is always what I used to do.
Avoid here. Towards the center.
It's a really fucking hard fight too.
A little bit. Avoid the.
It took me like maybe 4 streams to get to this point, but I should go back to this commentary style and see if that helps my performance in a lot of things. But I guess that's pretty much all I wanted to do. Just play Roblox chess all day, which was pretty fun actually. What time is that? It's like 12:54. I guess I probably shouldn't push it. Yeah, that's just the thing to remember. That was one of the coolest, most active chess communities that we've ever seen online, and it happens to be in Roblox. I think next week I'll do this one here. Let me look it up. Chess on Steam, and that one does integrate with LeChess, and so you're able to, you know, hopefully appreciate that. You'll get the 3D boards and everything. Chess is an immersive 3D game seamlessly integrated with the popular online platform LeChess. Chess players can challenge advanced AI, compete against millions of other players, which no other game can make that claim because you can't even say that there's like fucking 10 people to do. If you look at Steam charts, you'll see that anything to do with chess, look at it. Every chess game combined is trash. Look at this. 266 auto chess, that's not even actually chess. FPS chess is also not even chess. 5D chess has 33, 30, 17. Look at that trash, dude. We saw more people just running around kicking those little chess soccer balls in that. Lifetime of puzzles. Yeah, get all these sexy backgrounds, all the different custom piece sets. I don't know if it's going to be free with like microtransactions in it or if it's going to actually cost money, but I'm definitely very excited to try this. Do you have any siblings? Mine are annoying? No, I don't. Chess is the definitive thing. Track your ELO online rated. Lifetime online puzzles. Compete with millions of chess players. Like, this should be a bigger deal. Like, I'm surprised I'm not seeing more stuff about it. This should be the coolest, best definitive chess game that I've been waiting literally years to play. And it's such a fortuitous thing that it comes out right when I fail my challenge. Like, when did I fail? Like, at the beginning of this month. I only had to wait a few weeks to actually play, right, exactly what I want to play. Basically just 3D boards with proper rank play with actual, you know, Call of Duty. Story rich, by the way. What the fuck? I'm trying to turn these Tuesday and Wednesdays into like React stuff a little bit too, like I did with Gary's mod. Like, this would me. I'll just talk about random stuff and I'll do like debate type content and just whatever. I normally hate stuff like that, but I guess I'll embrace it a little bit. This game is so fucking good. I've never actually beaten Papers, Please, but this is one of my favorite like story/detective games ever. Astonishing, incredible piece of work. Let's see. Starfield is $70. What's with that? Mostly positive. I'm surprised. Normally people shit all over stuff like that because of bugs. Update 2.0. Everybody was shitting on Cyberpunk because of bugs. Yeah, let's see what kind of new and noteworthy, like what kind of stuff is out there now. You got to find like a proper site for delisted stuff though. And the reason why is because that's what my Saturday format was inspired by, but now this guy kind of is overwhelmed. This is like just a random person. It's not like an official site, obviously. He's not affiliated with anybody, but like he was doing a very good job keeping track of stuff. So I would look at this and say like, okay, tomorrow I'll play this before it goes offline because I have some interest in it. But of course, Stars gave me some good suggestions. I just don't know. Like I decide on them at the last second. So Geometry Wars was pretty good, or not Geometry Wars, Geometry Dash. This has fucking Fire Emblem UI. Look at that. Yeah, you could look at all these. This is a very good site, and it would tell you like, let me try to look at these and see like which look at like the calendar, right? And then it would tell you which games were on there that I did play because of this. I was gonna play the Marvel's The Avengers, which he even said isn't that good, but at least I would have done it just to try it before it goes offline. Maybe I would have liked it. A lot of the time, yeah, here it is. A lot of the time people say something is shit, but then I end up enjoying it, like Destiny 1 or like something else. Crisis 3. As long as you're still able to play it. I've never played any of that. Fucking hell, my family is annoying. Atomic Fishing. Ark Survival of All temporary date. It didn't seem like anything really happened with it though. They kept saying something was. I just want to find some of these that I actually did. Yeah, I considered playing Lemnis Gate, but I didn't actually do it. I did play Deathverse. Right, but I mistakenly played it on PC and it was basically dead. Not all of these even shut down, but they would just have like some sort of lose support or something. Yeah, I played like Dreams on PlayStation because it was losing support. That I obviously already was playing conveniently like the year before. Yeah, this is such a good resource to have because I'm always so paranoid that like something I've been looking forward to play for a long time is about to go offline, and it's like, yeah. See, I played Crime Site because of that. Removed from sale in February, the game shuts down today. Right, so in fact, I just uploaded that to my YouTube. Auction is being retired, can redeem the 19 titles before today. They just start talking to you. Yeah, isn't that the worst? All Quiet Roads. I hate when it's like a single player game or it has like a campaign, but they'll still do this. Like, if I want to waste my money on a game that's dead, let me do it. Don't just take it away from my fucking thing. Half-Life 2 Shadows of the Damned. What is that? What even is that? I've never heard of that in my life. What? What is Shadows of the Damned, and what does it have to do with Half-Life 2? I'm sure you can still get the physical copy. Yeah, I have this like sort of completionist sense that like, oh, I would want to play every game in existence ever, and even if I lived forever and whatever had it didn't even work and played games all day every day, I would never be able to do it, especially in the slow-paced completionist way I play the games themselves. But it's this psychological thing. Like, you don't want to feel like, oh, there's this one game that you could never play because it just doesn't exist anymore or it went offline, right? That always is such a crushing thing. Like with WoW Classic, I was so disappointed about that. Like, I'm playing Wrath of the Lich King and it's like, oh, you can never play Classic again just because this has like the same art style font as fucking Unturned. Such a shitty cover art. Look at this. Unturned Steam. Just yeah, look at that. This is a game with fucking literally millions of players, so popular, one of the biggest games in the world, and you get this shitty art for it. What the fuck? Yeah, I do live alone sometimes. Occasionally. Madden, Auto Chess, but it's apparent. Oh, PlayStation Store is leaving. Fire Emblem Fates. 1 month before ETH is said to be removed from sale. You can probably get a physical copy, but see, that's what they'll do in the future now too. They'll get rid of physical copies. Oh, everything's digital, but then they'll remove them from digital storefronts, so then you can never play the game. Period. You'd have to like buy somebody's system that happens to have it on there. All this kind of bullshit that just makes it so hard for you. So this was around when I started my format, and so the biggest thing I owe it to is Spellbreak. I just heard that that was going offline, and because of that. Yeah, early 2023. I think it was even before that. I saw it in like December that it's shutting down, or at least I played it in December. So yeah, that was a good thing at the beginning of this year. I decided, once a week I'll play something I've never played before. But now it's like twice a week that I don't. Apex, I'm surprised is what does that mean? 584 weeks of what? It just came out. Destiny 2, I'm surprised, but this isn't even like Steam charts. Best selling games by revenue, but I guess that means for the microtransaction stuff within them. Did the other tenants just die? No, I mean, let's say you have like a casual situation where you have company for a period of time, and then until you don't. Call of Duty, Halo Infinite, Diablo 4, Wizard with a gun. See, I want to see all these things that are at least new. Maybe I'll play that tomorrow, but I don't want to spend too much money either. There's so many of these free games that make it my life easier. What the fuck is this? This is not a game, dude. Steam Deck. I have a Nintendo Switch. Who needs this? New World, I was kind of disappointed by. Lost Ark was okay. Lords of the Fallen never played. Elden Ring never played. War Thunder was a little higher on here than I would think. Warframe, I think I did play that like once a long time back, but whatever happened to Planet Side? That was always a game that I really liked. Is it still even up? Because it's like an asynchronous, always ongoing, like you don't go in and win or lose a match. It's like an ongoing fight that feels very big scale and like it just never ends, or it takes days to do. So you come in, you help out a little bit, but it doesn't feel like it revolves around you or anything. That's like a Hollow Knight-esque character there. Master Deal 2020 2K24. Who the fuck plays that on PC? Fallout 76. Sort of thing I'm afraid to play because I would want to play Fallout 4 first in more detail. It'll sort of spoil it and ruin it. Or Elder Scrolls Online. Obviously, for the same reason, I was even afraid to play a card game for spoiler purposes. That's how OCD and anal I can be, I guess. Never played any of the Civ games. Never played Stardew Valley. Like, there's so many good things out there, but when I do something, I really take my time with it, so I don't want to rush it. Sons of the Forest, which I assume is affiliated with the Forest, but maybe it's not. Maybe the name is just similar. Magic Arena, which I don't play that on Steam, but I guess it is on there. Why is it mixed reviews, though? Maybe it's something to do with the Steam version itself. Let's just look at the top 100 here, and then Smite is... Oh, yeah, that's actually perfect. I have my next series for Paladins, unless you come up with a better suggestion or somebody does. Smite is perfect because I've never played it that much. I always like the presentation. It's like third person over the shoulder and stuff, more immersive than League and stuff that have that Diablo problem with the bird's eye view that's very immersion breaking that I always criticize and got shat on for doing. And so the point is that you go through every hero. It's the same sort of structure as Overwatch or Paladins. That's an awesome idea for it, actually. I just thought of that. Marvel Snap is trash, or at least from my first experience, I didn't like it. Maple Story is a pretty cute game. Yeah, why is this mixed, actually? I'm curious. Unashamedly mediocre? How is it mediocre, dude? Milking the game into oblivion. Or, oh, just because they're trying to do all these crossovers. Bad card styles being sold. Yeah, that I agree. Monetization doesn't really bother me too much. No system for converting cards. Yeah, you can't craft or disenchant stuff. Did you get everything you wanted when you were young because you were an only child? Not really, no. I mean, it wasn't like it wasn't great. It wasn't terrible because you're one of the 5 people on Earth who enjoy. No, that's not true. I mean, card games are so popular. You just saw Marvel Snap on there. Or yeah, let's see how many card games are on the top of Steam charts. Probably just actually those two. Like, Hearthstone does pretty good still. Like, my gambling addict friend said if I post a review, gets 350 likes, that he will buy me a beer and some vodka. I'm just going to leave this here. No chat. Joke of a friend system. No compensation. My thing would be no voice acting on the thing client breaks. I don't think it's that bad at all. In fact, I even said it's better than Hearthstone. But that might just be the game itself. Like, because Magic is new. To me, like, I don't know anything about the other versions. Play if you're a Magic degenerate like me. But I mean, I kind of find that hard to believe. And they didn't update this. It should be, what's the thing called? Whatever the current mini set or whatever is. I forgot. Wilds of Eldraine. They didn't even update the art on there. So yeah, let's see what I could play tomorrow. Naraka Blade Point. Right, I just go by this sometimes. Wallpaper Engine, which is not really much of a game. War Thunder is pretty impressive. I'm surprised. Where is a World of Tanks? This is like some mobile game, isn't it? Mirror 4. Terraria, I wouldn't really want to do just like that, though. Hearts of Iron 4 kind of broke my brain the one time I tried to play it. That was a hilarious stream. I sit there for like an hour just like completely at a loss for what to do. There's so much just to take in. Like, it had arguably a bad tutorial, or it's just like very overwhelming and it expects you to know what to do because you probably played the first 3 games. Because you're one of that one for you. Well, for you. DayZ, Rocket League. Like, what is something that stands out as like a game I've just never played or never heard much about? Phasmophobia is okay. Some of these games I've never really played, but I just kind of know what they are. Overwatch 2. Like, why is that on Steam though? Like, this is where it gets confusing. It has more players than that because it's not just on Steam, it's also on console, and it's also on the Blizzard Battle.net app, so it wouldn't show up here anyway. Red Dead 2, I really missed out on the Red Dead multiplayer experience because I never beat Red Dead 1, so I didn't really play it that much, and then obviously Red Dead 2, by the time I play it, it'll be dead, so that's kind of my fault, I guess, but Lords of the Fallen, PUBG. Let's just look at the top 100. Dutum is what I could play. What is Dutum? DUTM game. Oh, I keep forgetting. Yeah, you told me that. I don't know. I'm not really in the mood for story games. That's the only reason why I wouldn't do it, I guess. Deliver Us from Evil. Let's see. 20. Well, first of all, I don't want to spend $25 right now either. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'll play it at some point, definitely. Red Dead have, yeah, it does, and people said that, but I guess, you know, it's kind of like watching the Star Wars prequels before you watch the $25, before you watch the original trilogy. If you did that, it would spoil the Darth Vader thing because you would already know that that's Anakin, right? So it's kind of like, it might be written in such a way that's going to keep doing these wink, wink, nudge, nudge things, references, like, because it's being written in hindsight, like they know, oh, they're going to make a reference to that event or this or that. So it might still spoil it for me that way. I don't know what this actually is. Project Zomboid. Maybe I'll do that. Is it even multiplayer though or what? It almost doesn't seem like it is. Oh, it is online PvP co-op. VPet. I don't get it, man. What are some of these games, dude? Or I should actually be careful and be sure that you can stream these. Or I guess it shows you if other people are doing it. Like, I'll play this maybe. It's free. It was free for you? Huh. That's weird. Maybe it's free on console or something with some kind of PS Plus type thing. Mod loader. Is this like Terraria mod loader? RimWorld, I don't really know too much what that is. Cookie clickers. I mean, this is a good way to look at stuff just because there's so many things I'm out of touch with. Like, this isn't even a multiplayer game at all. It's just so good, I guess, that it's super popular, right? Like, I don't think... Oh, it does have, like, co-op, but I don't know how much people... Like, so many games rely on that. Like, they're only as popular as they are, you know, like, it feeds into itself. If it doesn't have a player base, or if people aren't playing it online, then they don't give a shit about it, and then it dies out. Albion Online was pretty good. Wait. What? What do you mean? This was like top the other day. Why is it? I guess all the kids are going to bed because it's a school day tomorrow. That had like 40K people. That's why I played it even. Had PS Plus, the second level, so extra. Yeah, I'm not sure what exactly I would play tomorrow, but maybe it'll be VPet or maybe it'll be that other thing. What was that? Not Factorio. VPet, Project Zomboid, the Mirror 4 thing. Something like that. What game was what? Oh, Unturned. This was the one I just played, like with the zombies and stuff. Yeah, why does it dip so hard? They must be doing like some server maintenance. Look at the average. It's averaging 50K players. What is that, dude? I'm not even saying it's bad, but that's insane. It's just so random. Like, it's not a new game or anything. Okay, see you tomorrow.